It only takes a little bit of white brainwash. It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the coon chip in the average Negro.
We started? Is this it? This is reasonable ignorance?
Not yet. We got you.
Yes, sir.
Now,
This is the ignorant shit you like.
I am King
This
Cooler.
is the ignorant shit you like. Nigga, this is the ignorant shit you like. Come on. This is the ignorant shit you like.
When a motherfucker got a 9 chasing a chicken. Bombs! Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. We are back. Is this the first week of June? First week of June. First Thursday in June. Usually I'm sitting in the middle, but you see that I'm not today. We are graced by the presence of my brother, one of my best friends, lifelong pals, for like 30 damn near years and everything. And it's very hard. It's very, it's not, a lot of y'all fall out with your friends over time and shit like that. But, you know, me and this guy been around and been around as far as knowing each other for 30 plus years and everything. Is my man Terrence Lyles is in the building tonight. Hand claps.
Hey, good to be here. Thank you, brother.
First time doing this podcast right here. The reason of the podcast tonight is the topic is you are beginning on the forefront of being a cologne expert, aromatic professional, the expertise of scents. Hit it! Yeah. And claps to that. With that being said, before we get really started and get into it and everything and going on, let's get to the sounds, my brother, sound guy. Let's get to the sounds, my brother. Shout out to, hold on, before, go ahead, sound, go ahead. That is sound guy's favorite sounds outside of his other one, but not yet. Hold on. Give me a rewind. Give me an air horn. Shout out to everybody that's looking at us on Twitter or X. Shout out to everybody in the Reasonable Ignorance fan page club. Pull up your phone real quick so you can go ahead and get sharing it on your live and everything. Go to my page right now.
So I made this pot. Excuse me with the technology thing. I'm gonna let you share. Yeah.
I just tagged your name and everything.
Okay, that's good enough.
We live right now. Give me a rewind again.
Will it appear on my page now?
Yeah, it should be appeared on your page now.
Here we
Take
go.
a look.
Let me see if I can share it.
Yeah, take a look. My man, I'm getting them hip to this whole podcast thing. We've been talking off air before such. You know, as you can tell, two of the guys are not here. Two of the three of the guys are not here tonight. Jeff the Illis is out. Jeff the Illis is out DJing. Jeff, shout out to Jeff. Shout out to my main man Nick, not in right now at the Claudius.
Subscriptions.
Yeah, subscriptions. I could be free with the words that I say without having to wear
Bitches.
subscriptions.
Bitches.
I can say bitches as much as I want to. Shout out to my man Coach Moses, who is not here. We got to get a Coach Moses prompt and sound. You know that, right? He's the only one that doesn't have one. We'll have one. Shout out to sound guy Mike once again. Sound guy. Sound guys. Yes, he is rocking back and side to side. He's in church. Play that shit again for yourselves, please. Yeah, you fucked up in life. Repenting right now. That's right. Repenting. Let's go through them. The Wu-Tang and Wu's House of Chicken. They own the Dunkin' Donuts, Popeye's Chicken, Subways, Citgo's, liquor stores, and everything that you want to find that's not black owned. Patel. Pop it. Every time I say that shit, after I say Patel, you pop it, all right? Afterwards. Dwight Howard and them people. Shout out to the LGBTQ, all the LMNOP, QRS, TU, and V. And in the younger version, the Saucy Santanas. Yes. Usually when we ask, I usually have to ask the question and they respond back, but they're not here. So sound guy Mike, you got to fill in for them. What is higher learning? What is higher learning? Higher. Be woke. But you know, I'm always this all the time, baby. I've been like this for years, and I'm still gonna be like this. I'm blackity black, without no problem, man. Hit it.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
I'm black. Where's that from? Remember that movie?
Black.
You remember that? You remember what movie this was from?
Nah, I remember that one.
CB4.
That's a long time ago, bro.
Pop it. With Chris Rock,
Yeah, I remember.
Charlie Murphy, the guy from that was on the Cosby Show, not the Cosby Show, but I forgot what he was in New Jack City. He played Nino Brown in Nino Brown's brother in New Jack City.
Oh, Alan Payne.
Yeah, Alan Payne. Shout out to Alan Payne. Blackity black. Who's the next one? Give me the next one. Which one am I missing? Hold on. Oxtail and hookah. That's what all the ladies at the day brunch, that's what they want to hear, and they shake ass to this. Oxtail and hookah. That's all the ladies want to do is eat oxtails. Are you eating oxtails?
Oxtails are amazing, brother.
Really? Talking to the mic.
Oh, oxtails, yeah. Man, oxtails are amazing. Amazing oxtails, especially if you get them cooked right where they fall off the, oxtails.
A lot of what you see now. I don't know if are you familiar with TikTok? Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok.
Okay.
I can't say I follow it all the time, but
What's up?
What's wrong with the rest of the ox?
Hit it! That is a great question that I will never know because I don't eat oxtail. I don't eat ox. But have you noticed that they push that on us? Like, what is wrong with the rest of the oxtail? What do you know about oxtail?
I know oxtail is good. That's the only thing I know.
Pop it! That's it? Have you had oxtail and grits before?
Not with grits, nah.
Okay, so what do you eat oxtail with?
Last time I had it was a place on 63rd near Western. They had oxtails, rice, beans,
Garofana.
cabbage. There you go.
Garofana.
Yep.
Okay, Garofana is a restaurant.
Yep.
Black owned, I think either Guyanese or Jamaican. One of them from the Caribbean. It's a Caribbean owned in Chicago, and it's on the heart of the South Side, the southwest side of Chicago. Very good place. I'm very familiar because they have some great chicken.
They have
there.
some good food.
They do.
Yeah. That's good food.
Sit down restaurant also. They're gonna play music and everything. But the thing about it is, for the last couple of years, the oxtail has been pushed on us, especially since from after the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Oxtail, the prices of oxtail went up, and the eating of oxtail went up a lot. They say it's good lean meat. Is that true?
I think it's true. It's good lean meat. I mean, it's expensive. So if you want to get, last time I checked the price of oxtails, I think it was 4 in a pack for like $22. So if
Is
you
that a
trying
lot?
to get,
I don't know. Versus buying chicken, right?
yeah. Well, chicken is high too.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Chicken wings, yeah. Yeah, that thing, a pack of chicken wings like $20-something.
Catfish and cornbread. Hey. I'm skating. Yeah. That's my favorite right there. That's my favorite meal right there, catfish and cornbread. Did I miss any sounds?
Shrimp and grits.
You like shrimp and grits?
Shrimp and grits. Catfish on the side.
Catfish. Hit it. What's up? Which one did I miss? Who? Who's protesting? Oh, yeah, the protesters. Yeah, them people over there, they still at war, and they blocking off everywhere on the expressway. They want you to free this and free that. Hit it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. Still at it, man. Israel and Iran and whatever the Palestinians, and they still at it. Which one else did I miss? I know I missed another one. That's it. Give me a rewind. Rewind again. Rewind it one more time. Hit the gunshots for me, please. Let that motherfucker ring. So, like I was saying, you all, my man T. Lyles is in the building. Give us a little short story about you. Tell me where you lived at, where you came from, and what got you to this part where we going to this whole. You're starting a new vlog series about colognes.
Okay.
But tell me where you from?
Originally from the West Side, grew up on Gladys of Springfield. The first 13 years of my life, I'm a West Sider. So,
Hand claps to West Side. Some say that's the best side.
West Side get a lot of flack, but I had a decent childhood over there.
How long did you stay on the West Side for?
Up until I was 14 years old.
Okay, go ahead.
Then family moved south after that. So graduated elementary school on the West Side, moved south, went to Simeon High School.
Okay.
For all 4 years. Class 92, Simeon.
And claps to that. Now,
So-
you know, I have to say that you are my rival. By you going to high school out at Simeon, I went to Dunbar Vocational. We're blue and gold rivals, but we black though.
We black, but we're the best blue and gold, brother.
I would not agree, my brother. No, my brother, you're going to have to get your own.
Let the rivalry continue.
Got you. You all were a sports school.
Yeah.
Still are a
So
sports
the old school warehouse. I was in a warehouse.
Yeah.
Everybody called your school a warehouse. They like, oh, you go to that warehouse. So everybody had jokes about Simeon.
They did.
88 to 92, the warehouse. I didn't get the privilege for the new building.
You didn't get the privilege?
Nah.
Simeon Simeon. If you all don't know or you don't know, Simeon is one of the most legendary schools for sports out of Chicago. Football and basketball and baseball have sent a lot of kids to the pros, to colleges and to the pros and everything. Black kids from the south side of Chicago. It's like it's like one part of the mecca of sports in Chicago and everything. It's very legendary. So hand claps to them and the teachers and the educators that were there to educate those minds and everything. Did you play sports while you was there?
No, that was one of my regrets. I never played sports. I always wonder, probably why I go so hard now with the long distance running and things I do. That was one of my regrets. You know, I really wish I would have played sports, but nonetheless, I had a great time at Simeon.
Simeon High School, 88 to 92, right?
88 to 92.
Same years that I came out.
Shortly after they killed Benji Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was maybe like a couple years after that. And
Yeah.
that was big. And
So
I
what,
was
what bus did you have to take to get there all the time?
All right, so moved from the west side to West Inglewood, around 68, 68th and Claremont. You've been in my house zillions of times.
Yeah.
So I would have to take the 67th Street bus to Vincennes, to Wentworth, and then take the Wentworth, the Vincennes bus, the Wentworth bus, down to Simeon. So it was 2 buses.
What the, you live right goddamn down the street from goddamn Limberloom. Why you ain't go there?
I'm like, well, I could have went to Limberloom, but I ended up at Simeon. So, little history. I was on the west side. I wasn't going to Weston House. I wasn't going to Marshall. So, to complete the story, I used to take the bus from the south side back to the west side so I can graduate 8th grade. So I took the Western bus. So I'll get on the Western bus, go all the way to the west side, catch the Jackson bus, finish school, graduated. I applied to Lane Tech, Whitney Young.
Really?
I wasn't good enough. I've been denied better places, by the way, for Whitney Young and Lane Tech.
Right.
So when I got denied that, I got accepted at Weston House and Marshall and things. I'm not going there. Plus, the family was South, so they had to find me a high school. And Simeon accepted me with open arms.
Hand claps to that. So you one of the Simeon alumni from there. Tell me about Simeon back in and just a real short perspective. Tell me about Simeon from from your eye lens from '88 to '92. What was the move back then? What did you see? This is at the year '88 is the year for us where hip hop took off, or rap music took off and everything.
Ice Cube, Ghetto Boys.
Yeah.
Listening to that on the bus. We had the Walkman. Remember the Walkman with the tape?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, the
And
Walkman.
and the fancy people had the CD Walkman.
The Walkman, which you for all you new people, you all had iPods back in the 2000s. Walkman was that tape deck.
Tape deck. You had this fragile tape deck. You couldn't drop it.
Yeah.
You drop it, it's over with.
It's over with. Yeah, that's true.
Tape. Put the tape in there. You're on the bus. You listen to Ice Cube, Ghetto Boys. What else was out at that time?
You listen to the radio.
Slick Rick.
Yeah, a lot of R&B there at that time too.
Yeah. Who was out during that time? Babyface. You remember?
Correct. Yes.
Babyface.
As soon as I get home from work.
As soon as I get home from work. Bobby
Yeah.
Brown. New Edition. Bobby Brown had came out with his own. Oh yeah. Bobby Brown hit, man.
Bobby Brown was
That's part of my high school memory. Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown was that man. Did you have the Gumby haircut or not? What kind of house cut did you have?
High top fade with the sides cut. The
Big
part in
Daddy
the middle.
Kane?
Yeah, Big Daddy Kane. Well, I didn't have his. Big Daddy Kane, he had the high fro with the part.
Okay, so was it like this? Or
Yeah, it was like
higher?
that. No, what you just described, like this.
Kid and Play?
Nah, maybe plays. Not Kid.
Not Kids.
Kid was way up here.
Okay, yeah.
He had Play, so I had Play. I probably had to Play.
Okay, so Kid and Play isn't Kid and Play is there. We talking about Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper, Heavy D,
Yeah, Heavy D. Heavy D was that man then.
Chub Rock,
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane, Scarface.
Shout out to my man Dustin Arrow. That's tuning in. Sour Dutch tuning in right now. He said, "What's up to you, T?"
What's up?
What was I saying? So what did the girls look like back then?
Oh. Well, Simeon has some decent girls, but the real girls, the pretty girls, not in Dog Simeon, because I want to get persecuted. Hyde Park, Kenwood. People used to take bus rides over there to see the girls.
Pop it! Did you know that my first year I spent over at Kenwood, I failed doing the whole gangbanging shit and everything, and I regret that to this day. But it was a learning experience because I had never had outdoor lunch. So you realize I didn't graduate from grammar school at Robert A. Black, and I'm going to Kenwood, and we got off-campus lunch. I'm used to
that's old
lunchroom
school. Ooh,
shit.
Off-campus lunch when you got a chance to go outside. Oh, yeah.
And Hyde Park. You think motherfucker wasn't acting a fool? You know what I'm saying? But, we was going here, there. But Dunbar had the same thing as far as off-campus lunch, too. But going to off-campus lunch and Hyde Park was totally different. Did you all have off-campus lunch at all or no?
Well, I'm glad. No, we did not, and I'm glad we didn't because one element of going to Simeon, you get your ass beat.
Hit it!
Hey, so let's talk about you asked what the area is, 88 to 92. That's the area. Remember the starter jackets they came out? The starter hats?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you get caught with a fresh starter jacket, starter hat, you might get your ass beat.
Did you have one?
Yeah. I got a bunch of hat snags. So you sit on the CTA bus and you sit by the window. Next thing you know, and
Really?
Yeah, it took your hat.
I had my hat snatched before.
Man, it was crazy, man. They used to snatch your hat, beat your ass for your new starter jacket, starter coat.
So did you get robbed for yours?
I never got robbed, but I saw some people peeping me out on 69th and Wentworth. So that's when the old Kenny and the King was there. So I had a fresh Timberwolves. Remember the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Blue and green one?
Blue and green one. Remember all them expansion teams came out? Minnesota Timberwolves, Miami Heat, Orlando Magic. Yeah, and there was one of Charlotte Hornets.
Correct.
Right. So remember, we was in the era of the expansion teams. So you get one of them fresh expansion teams. I had the Wolves, and I saw them checking me out, and they was pointing me out. It was a cat corner, like, and it was fresh and shiny. I just bought it.
And
I ran up to Kenny the King, bro. I got up out of there.
hit it. Got up out that spot.
They were taking my coat.
As the kids say, got up out that jam.
Hey.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You did a lot of running back in. We talking about Chicago. This was the years of when niggas got robbed for their Jordans. Niggas got robbed a lot.
Yeah, they'll take your Jordans off your feet. You get
whether they could fit them or not.
Right. Yeah, they coming at you. And you knew, like you always had to watch. You got that fresh Jordans on. You got them starter jacket on. I know many of people that got beat down for they. One guy got beat down for his Broncos coat. He had just had it like a week.
Damn.
It was a fresh Broncos coat.
Damn.
Got him under the tracks.
Blue and orange, right? The tracks are where?
You got him right at 69th and Bell.
Fucked up, man.
See
how our own people do us, man? It's fucked up. Not hand claps, popping, man. No, for real though. The starter jacket, that was the starter jacket era because you had the rhinestones on the jackets. You had the $1.50 hats or the snakeskin hats and shit like that.
Snakeskin hats.
You had the starter jackets had the rhinestones on them. Whether you had Raiders, whether you had Miami Hurricanes, you said T-Wolves. Where'd you get yours from? Where'd you go shopping at mostly? Yeah,
mostly it was a store on 63rd and Western that had like, you had the Ricky Dink stores that be around. They got all the fashions. I bought the Timberwolves from there. But, it was shiny. You even got it. See, back then it wasn't necessarily we wore stuff because we were fans of the team. It was just because it looked fresh.
Hit it! Now, tell me about, clue me in, because the thing about it is on this podcast, we've talked about, on the podcast and years before and everything, we've talked about the different shopping districts of Chicago. Like, out west, they got
Madison and Pulaski.
Right, with tops and bottoms, okay?
Yeah. Three Sisters. MP Flea Market. That's my life.
Three Sisters?
Yeah, Three Sisters had men's clothes in the basement.
Tell us about Three Sisters. Where's it at?
It was on the corner, the corner of Madison Pulaski.
Okay.
With the northwest corner, something like that.
Okay.
We had Three Sisters right here. You had MP Flea Market right here.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of that whole area. Everybody sold shoes, clothes. Remember Diodoras? I got my first pair of Diodoras.
Hit it! Oh, my God. What color did you have?
White, red, and blue.
Really?
Yeah. And see, you got a pair of Diodoras or a new pair of shoes. Everybody in school, like, they knew that was your only pair of shoes.
Did you have some Lottos?
Never no Lottos.
Never no Lottos.
No.
I'm talking Chicago sneaker culture here. My BNB will be coming very shortly. But you wore Diodoras. Now, Diodoras had a great stronghold on Chicago in that era between those years of 88 to 90, 91.
Adidas, Diodoras, Nike, of course. Nike was, but you couldn't get caught in Pro Wings. You remember Pro Wings?
Hit it! Shout out to Pro Wings, yeah.
Shout out to Pro Wings.
That was the knockoff of everything. The knockoff of Jordans, the knockoff of Nike, and the knockoff of everything.
No, they was Payless shoe. Remember Payless shoe source?
Yeah.
Pro Wings.
Yeah.
Everybody knew you couldn't afford shoes if you had Pro Wings on.
Hit it. So, and just to parallel that to now, you know how much social pressure these kids are up under when they're in high school. They got to get, they got to have like $300 weaves for the women. They got to have fashion designer clothes and shit like that, just to walk around Kenwood, just to walk around Simeon, just to walk around these different at these different high schools and everything. It's a lot of social pressure. With us it was a flex, but for them this is norm. And if you don't have none of this shit, you're called broke right then
Bro,
and there.
I don't know how parents and people keep up with this stuff, bro. Like, I don't know anything about that. We wore what our parents could afford.
Hit it! You heard that right then and there.
Look, it was so bad, right? If you only had like 2 pair of pants, so you go school shopping, that's 2 or 3 pairs of pants, 2 or 3 shirts. And you better rotate them.
There you go.
If you ain't got no jokes, if you ain't got no clothes, you ain't got no jokes.
Hit it! Bob!
They be like, you wore them pants on Monday.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
God, kids don't know about that, man. I don't know what they doing now, man. I couldn't do it.
Like that's what I'm trying to tell you right now. It's a lot of social pressure. These girls that girls got to have weave. Back then they could come with their hair gelled up in a little small ball ponytail and go throughout the whole day. They could do that shit. Now, shit, you gotta have $300 weaves in public schools. They gotta have $300 or more spent on weaves. Braids that look like reality stars, all that type of shit. They're under a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure. That's too much pressure for a kid, man.
A lot of pressure.
That's too much pressure.
Rewind. But going back, tell me about the shopping district of 63rd and Western.
Well,
Because, like I said, just real quick, we know about Roseland. We know about Tops. We know about Madison Pulaski. We know about Roseland. We know about Commercial. Tell me about 63rd and Western. Paint the picture for us.
You know what? 63rd and Western wasn't that hot. I mean, they had a couple stores, but what was hot, even though I stayed around 63rd and Western, I just mentioned that 'cause that's why I got that Timberwolves coat.
Right.
63rd and Halsted was where it's at. When the whole strip, you remember how they had the
Right.
whole strip? That was where you shopped at.
You got a strip on 63rd and Western though too. Still.
That's true, but I can't. I remember a couple stores over there, but the most of my memory is 63rd and Halsted.
You remember that Pepe's over there, don't you?
Oh yeah.
That Pepe's is still there.
Still there.
Pepe's is still there. 50 years later, Pepe's is still there. But you do have shopping places on 63rd and West where you cop shoes, new shoes. You cop those Deodoras, those Lottos, British Knights, those kind of places there, right?
British Knights.
You remember that?
I remember British Knights.
Yeah, man. 89 British Knights was key.
L.A. Gear.
Yes. Yes, which was the gay nigga shoes, but it is what it is.
Let's talk about the jeans. You remember Used and Damaged?
Yep, I do.
Yeah, Used, Damaged. Jabos.
Eddie Bauer. Jabos. Jabos had a stranglehold on the hood.
Yeah. And see, those was always expensive pants back in the day for any family,
Hit it. How much was the pants?
I don't remember, but I remember being out my price range. I also remember Evergreen Plaza, right?
Yeah.
You go up there,
Yeah.
they had the store called Coda. You remember Coda?
Yeah.
You get the Coda pants. Now, you was semi-cool. Okay, Coda was fashionable, but it wasn't like the mainstream, Levi's never go out of style. But you had Used, Damaged, Major Damage, Jabot, like we mentioned. And then you at the Coda store. You go get some Coda jeans. You feel somewhat good about yourself. You couldn't show up in no Wranglers, though.
Hit it. No, you couldn't show up in Wranglers. And quiet as kept, Wranglers is quality product. Am I correct?
Hey, Lee jeans. Lee.
Yeah.
Remember those?
I remember those.
Remember Lee
Yeah.
jeans?
Remember? They still sell them shits. Lee jeans, Levi's, everything. They still sell them shits. What the comments saying? Huh? What they saying?
Kangaroos, remember them?
Yes.
Kangaroos. I remember kangaroos.
What name? Who said about the kangaroos?
Bose
Who?
said, I love your black Nikes and they shell top Adidas.
Adidas forums right there. Go ahead. What the other comments saying?
Did you wear dress socks with your shoes?
Pop it.
Pop that.
Yes.
That was the old timers did that. The dress
Yes.
socks with the shoes.
The
Oh,
dress
man.
socks with the white shoes, dress socks all the way up to the knee, right?
Right, with the shorts on.
With the shorts, hat to the what?
Head to the what? To the back?
Yeah.
Yep, the head to the back.
Toothpick.
Then the buttoned-up shirt, the short sleeve shirt.
Hit it. Player. It was player. What else they saying?
Bula Wan, what's it say? Bula Wazam, big bro, from Rose God.
Peace. What's going on? What's happening, Rose? That's it. That's it. Cool. Give me a rewind. So you were shopping at 630 and Western. So you graduated in 92. What happened after 92?
So after 92, I worked for about a year. I worked at this place called Ticketmaster. You remember Ticketmaster?
Yeah, I remember.
So at that time, I was undecided what I was going to do with life. So I worked for a year, and then I had a cousin that went down to SIU.
Okay.
So she used to call me back like, look, you need to come to college because you know how she sold me on college?
How did she sell you on college?
Kicking it.
Pop it.
She like, oh, we having a good time. You know, we never been out of Chicago. She down in Carbondale, Illinois,
Right.
going to school.
Right.
So she used to call all the time and say, cuz, you need to check it out. So I said, you know what, let me do that. So I filled out an application for SIU and financial aid, and it just all worked out. I wound up leaving a year later in 93, started up in 93, and that's when I met you. You and, yeah.
I was down there 1 year already. Lived in Boomer. Boomer 2 or Boomer 3, one or two. Lived in
Yeah.
Boomer 3. Lived in the campus. Then came back that second year, which is the sophomore year, where we met. I think we met through the whole haircutting thing.
Right.
Here's the thing. Most relationships pause and friendships start. When I say relationships, I'm not talking about, no gay shit. No, for real. I'm talking about because friendships turn into relationships depending on the business transaction. The business transaction of the relationship is haircutting. He was the barber in Neely that everybody went to because he cut hair. How much was you charging back then?
$3. $3 haircuts.
$3 haircuts.
So just trying to get on. I came down there, $3 haircuts, $20 pair of clippers, and was cutting hair.
Did you go to barber school?
Never. You know
So
how
you was fucking up niggas' heads.
I fucked up some heads, bro. Well, the good thing is I had little brothers, so when I bought them $20 clippers off 63rd and Western, I started cutting my little brother's hair. They were my guinea pigs. So when I went down to school, you had to make some money. I had a job. I say, hey, and I had a couple people I cut their hair. I did a pretty good job, and clientele just built. So $3.
That's how it was. Then he upped his price.
$5.
Upped his price.
I don't think I went over $5 while
Yeah,
in
you
college.
went more than $5.
No, brother. I charge y'all $5.
I remember back in the 90s paying money, having to make appointments. You got mad a couple of times and everything because you was like, I can't even study. I need to study. Leave me alone. But you have hair cutting days and stuff like that in Neely, shaving niggas' heads and shit like that. Did you have a roommate?
Bro, yeah, I had a roommate. My room was popping, and when my first year, everybody was in our room. Remember we was cooking chicken, drinking.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, cooking chicken, hanging out. Oh man, yeah, night class of 90. Actually, the year 1993, first time out of Chicago.
First time out of Chicago.
Yep, first
Really?
time. Yeah, you know, we grew up in them streets, man. It's like, shoot, you know, growing up poor, you didn't have anything. You know, all you had was a dream.
So, had you prior to going to Carbondale, had you gone any elsewhere, like out of state at all?
No, never traveled.
Never traveled.
Never traveled.
Okay.
So imagine 19 years old, fresh out of high school, into college. I mean, in a newer environment. At a party school. We know SIU was a party school. You remember that?
It was. For black people, it was.
It was a party school.
It was a party school for whites, too, for the majority that was down there, but it was a party school. But you say that, it's very pointed that you say that, is because a lot of people from Chicago don't get a chance to go outside of the city, don't even go outside their neighborhoods or don't travel downtown and everything. Don't get a chance to travel downtown because of limitations, family situations, whatever. But that's a real indicative story that you just said. You said you had never gone out of town. Now, me, I went out of town to, I remember going to Cincinnati and Baltimore on 2 different occasions. No, just those 2 different occasions, and that's it. So, in essence, I got to see some things, but I didn't get to see some shit. You know what I'm saying? I never got to see things like how we both got kids now, and they're able to travel and go places and do stuff and see things now due to what what we got. Give me a rewind. Rewind again. Hit to Be Able. My man Be Able is here. Be Able, this is T. Lyles. T. Lyles, Be Able. Peace. Now, this is Makisha's husband.
Oh, okay.
Keisha Neal's husband.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Nice
the
to
former
meet you,
Keisha Neal.
Yeah.
Keisha Richardson now.
Oh, of course.
Say it like you mean it.
Sorry,
course.
sir. Keisha Richardson now.
There you go.
Be Able's in the motherfucking building. He was telling us about 63rd and Western.
I remember that.
63rd and Western. Be Able's older than us. So he got us by how many years, B? Me and him, I'm 50. He's turning 50 in August. And you will be 50.
You a Leo, man?
Leo Power,
Yes, sir.
August 19th.
July 29th, sir.
All right. See, fire signs over here.
He went to Simeon.
Okay.
From 88 to 92.
Okay.
Do you remember going to the shopping district of 63rd and Western?
No, sir.
Okay.
So
I remember it, but I never went
Let's
to
do
one.
this. So 63rd and Western, you keep bringing it up, and I'm not saying this. It was not popping like that. It was just that's where I was at. So a little bit of history. When we moved over there in West Inglewood, Western was the divide line between Marquette Park was west of Western. So that was where it was rumored
Crackers.
white folks in white hoods resided over there.
Hold on a second, please. Turn it up, please. Turn it up so brother can hear what I said. Them crackers. So we talk freely on here. I got no sponsors. Ain't nobody paying no commercials. So we talk candid and free on here. Go ahead.
No, I mean, really, that was the divide line. So that's why I say it wasn't popping like that. That's why I shout out 63rd and Halstead. Not only that, Jewtown on Roosevelt. Remember how we used to go to, they called it Jewtown.
Yeah.
You know, all of that. That's my history. So I was just happened to be over there. But I just say I bought that. That's where I bought that jacket from. But that, again, that's the dividing line back in the day. That was like the dividing line between, so the history that was told to me was, and I looked it up a little bit, that whites were moving further and further west as blacks were coming into the areas that we're talking about from the lakefront on back west. So Marquette Park, Western Avenue, when we moved over there, I used to hear all the older folks talking about that was rumored to where the Klan rallies used to be at in Marquette Park. And these are all stories, alleged stories. I don't have proof. I had to put that out there. But that's what the older folks, when I moved on 68th and Western in 1988, that's what was rumored that it was like that. So that's why I don't that area, like I said, we was in that area, but we went east and then we went north to Jewtown to get our products, to get, clothes.
Evergreen, the plaza was like that.
Evergreen
It was
Plaza?
like that too.
Yep.
We got chased away from
You
the
did?
plaza. Yeah.
So did you go over to on the other part of Western? Because you lived on 68th and West, 68th and Claremont. 69th is right there. Did you go on the other side where Lithuanian Village is over there and everything?
All of that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of whites over there around that time?
Even to this day, I still go. But you go over there, there's a lot of blacks, and there's a lot of Hispanics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so blacks and Hispanics are all in the area now. But before, it was whites. It was whites that occupied Marquette Park on back, and now they move further and further west. Like you go back to Kedzie, Pulaski. Even still, our Hispanic brothers and sisters are all in the area. But, a lot of change has happened.
So to catch you up to speed, we're talking about his experience at Carbondale. He was the resident barber down there. What'd you major in?
Electrical engineering technology.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was one of the barbers. It was a bunch of barbers like me that was kind of, we was all hustling in the dorms trying to make some money.
Yeah, that's true.
Cutting hair.
A lot of money.
I mean, you didn't have barbers. I mean, who gonna cut? You down in Carbondale, Illinois, where the black barbershops? There were none.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't black barbershops.
You had to take matters in your own hands.
A lot of money got spent your way. You probably made $1 million off haircutting the whole time you were down there.
I don't know about $1 million, but I made some money.
With that being said, how long were you down in Carbondale for?
Well, super duper senior. So I started in 1993, and I eventually ended in December of 2000. So it took me 7.5 years to get my bachelor's in electrical engineering technology. Yes.
He wasn't laughing at you. He was laughing at something else, right?
Yeah.
Who was dude on YouTube?
I don't know. Who is it?
Somebody named Bose talking about, Master, take your shoes off. I want to see your socks and shit.
Thank you.
Word.
Good looking out.
Man.
Y'all gonna put me on to this podcast life. I can imagine y'all probably get comments like,
Podcast life is different, man. It's you right now. You're getting broadcasted to the whole world.
I was about to go in on this, man.
You're getting broadcasted to the whole fucking world. So
Wow.
you never know who's chiming in, who's
Block,
commenting,
right?
who's saying whatever.
Yeah, I can go back to where I was.
they call them trolls?
Yeah.
People troll your page
Goofballs.
just to say something dumb.
Yeah, goofballs.
If you got that kind of energy, what kind of life do you live? You have to ask.
Popping.
You by yourself with your hand in your dick.
Right. Are you at least holding your woman while you talking shit?
Nah.
If they got that.
Right.
If they got
blow
At
that.
least be laid up in the bed with your nice lady and you talk some shit.
You got a blow up doll.
You got a blow up doll and you talking shit.
Crazy.
Electrical engineering, to catch us up to speed, how long you been doing engineering
Coach.
for?
So I majored in electrical engineering and technology. I got out in 2000. I didn't land a job in Chicago until 2002, where I worked for the state Illinois Department of Transportation, where I built roads and bridges for about damn near 20 years. So I was
Hand claps.
yeah. So what
So
happened?
you're the reason why we're late for work. Hit it.
I used to be. Right, roads and bridges. So electrical engineering was different from civil. So at the time I left school, I just needed a job. And long story short, I landed a job at the state as doing civil engineering work, which I wound up loving. I didn't know anything about civil engineers when I started out. I wound up loving the work. I stayed for, like I say, close to 20 years. And then I moved on to other ventures.
With SIU, what was your experience going back to SIU? Did you go through the whole college experience?
I did. So one thing that I really appreciate about my college experience, I feel like I was lucky because a lot of students today, like even if you go down to our school now, it's like a ghost town. You remember college everybody was out. We had this place called Neely Circle around the dorms and student center where we had multiple people from different backgrounds, different cities. It was mostly Chicago and East St. Louis.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So we was all in one space, so we built relationships. Yeah. So the college experience to me was I had to learn how to be a student. I screwed up. I got kicked out my first year from kicking it. You know, just it was a new experience from being outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
But the full college experience to me is being able to achieve your degree, study and everything, kick it, have fun, just do things with a young
Fucking
person.
down there too. You know that, right?
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Please.
He's slinging his penis down there. All them bras down there. Was you going raw or not? Let's get to it, nigga.
Negative, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
Condoms or not, nigga? Give me 5 pumps, bitch. Hit it. Stick my head in there, bitch. Pause. Hey. Yeah, that's what it was.
The audience, I didn't know what I was walking into, but it's fun.
You ready?
Yeah. B went to Columbia while in Chicago up here. He went to Columbia College and everything. Tell me about your experience.
It was like fame. It was sound engineer. I went for sound engineer and radio. My classmates was rest in peace to Pink House, Jay Allen, Harold E. Rush. It was a dope experience. I mean, it was like fame. I mean, we had all kind of majors. It was like a lot of rappers was coming up when rap was really bubbling in Chicago. It was dope, man. I loved it. I love the college experience here at Columbia College, the school of the electives.
Yeah, in order to, in the element of Chicago, so to rewind a little bit, I think about going away to college, and I think it was the best thing I did because studying here would have been a distraction. There's so many distractions that were taking place. We talk about party school distractions there, but here you have to worry about, different things, crime. But back in the day, we wasn't worried about getting shot. We were not worried about getting shot. You worried about getting your ass beat.
You heard that? Say that again. That's bars right there. Bars. Say it again one more time.
We wasn't worried about getting shot. We was worried about getting our ass beat. You step off the bus, and they ask you, "Hey, homie, what's wrong with your hat?"
Hit it.
But that was the extent of it. We're not saying that people. You want to? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Yeah, we're not saying that people didn't get killed back then, of course, but not like now. I feel sorry for a lot of kids now. It's like, you get your ass beat or you whoop some ass, and next thing you know, you're probably friends 2 weeks later. But now a lot of kids, man, they don't want to get their ass beat, so they want to shoot people. Emotional and all that stuff. We didn't do that.
Did you back in Carbondale? Did you do the fraternity thing?
Yeah, I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi.
Hand claps to that.
That was wild.
Hand claps to that.
I pledged. That shit didn't work out, though.
Hit it!
That shit didn't work out at all. I pledged at Columbia. Kappa, too. And the fucked up thing about it was the big brother or the Grand Poobah nigga, he fucked with me. And he would fuck with me on some wild shit. Like one time he told me, he was like, I don't want you to bathe for a week. I said, nigga, I'm on public transportation. Fuck you.
Hit it!
And then secondly, one of the other brothers like, man, dude, I said, man, why dude keep fucking with me? And come to find out, he didn't like the fact that I was more popular than him. So I was like, I dropped that shit. I'm like, what kind of lead are you, nigga?
Pop it!
So yeah, I think I was online for like 2 days.
Bombs!
Straight up.
No, but you talking about me, but this guy pledged Sigma, and I saw it. And I didn't see him pledge. I saw him pledging, but I didn't see him. I didn't see the internal, but I saw when they made him, you just look different, bro. They beat your ass.
Hit it!
Them Sigmas out there whooped your ass.
They did. I was hiding out everywhere, man. They whooped my ass, Jack. Okay, so to speed up to now, to the current, you did 20 years with the state, but give me a drum roll, please. You have two side interests going on in your professional and personal life. the professional life, or I mean the personal life that you had, you started an organization based off of sport. Talk to us about that real quick.
Yeah, so around when I was about 2006, I was just going through a lot. I was depressed. It was just a lot going on. And,
Why were you depressed?
Well, being a new college graduate and then starting a career, a lot of people under the assumption that once you graduate college, everything is just gonna pop like that. It just don't. It don't pop like that. It's a progress. It's a process. You get out in the real world. I was still going through finance. I could just started my career, going through financial problems, going through family problems, and my dad was always into running. So I just had a bright idea one day, and I remember I was having a drink, probably smoking some weed.
Okay.
I say that openly because I used to do that.
Right.
Just depressed. And some came on me and say, hey, run a marathon.
Really?
And yeah, it was a passing thought. And I was like, well, if I can run a marathon, I can get through anything. Anything in life. That's the way I thought.
You ever thought about running, Be Able?
Nope. Running a marathon? Hell.
Running, period.
Away?
Bombs! All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
You took up running. Now, you said you went through a depression period. You took up the sport of running. Running is whether it be speed running, marathon running. What's the working definitions of, or the differences between the whole running aspect? Because sometimes you when you drive around, you see these motherfuckers on the honkies. They got either they have on no shirt, which with shorts, and they're just running through running or jogging through the neighborhood or whatever. Or only time that you see from the black perspective of running is track and field. You started running because of depression. That means you were on Lakeshore Drive, or where were you running at? What were you running, or what kind of running were you doing? Was you doing long distance running? Were you doing? You said you got into
long
marathons,
distance.
But before you got into marathons, you had to do some running.
Maybe some small treadmill runs for like a couple miles here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple, but it wasn't like, something magnificent. Like I was just doing.
Hold on a second. What's going on?
They just raided another account and
They back?
What are they saying?
They want to see your socks. The world is gay.
Pop it! Finish what you're saying, bro. I wish that could be the working title,
I swear.
but it's not. Go ahead.
Y'all kicking it, man. No, I started off treadmill running, and next thing you know,
And where'd you go?
like gyms. Like you remember we was in the rec center down there. Yeah, remember rec center at SIU? I was running treadmill miles, and then I got back to Chicago. I joined. Remember Bally? Then they turned to LA
Bally's
Fitness.
back in the day?
Yeah, joined that. Started treadmill runs, stuff like that. Yeah,
My credit fucked up. Join
Pop
the
it.
Valleys.
True indeed. Go ahead.
I just think
Because if you didn't pay that bill, they hit your credit, though, for real.
What? Make
and I
you
think it was
run to
what
that
$20 a month.
Make
Something
you
like
run
that.
to it.
$20-$30 a month.
Which one did you? Which Bally's were you?
87th, right off the Dan Ryan.
Okay.
So that was Bally.
Right.
So remember that was the old Bally.
The old
Yeah.
Valley.
Yeah.
I fuck with the one on 87 right off Kesey.
Okay.
It's a cut.
Yeah, either one. You go there or to mine, or you go to 87 and Kedzie.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing. And then I joined a long distance running team that showed me how to run distance. And I did it. I just said I wasn't going to quit.
You joined a long distance team. Is running rampant? I mean, is it rampant in the black community or not?
I would say no, but I think it's growing, and that's due to a lot of our efforts. Like you say, it's a predominantly white sport. You know, you're not gonna see. I mean, when I started, there was specks of us, you know, doing marathons. You know, you see a black person, you're like, oh, okay, you doing. It wasn't, you know, we you know how we was basketball dudes, basketball, football. You know, like we coming from high school, that's what we did. I mean, those were sports. You know, maybe track and field, like you say. You know, volleyball sometimes. You know, we had them sports, but distance running, nah, not so much. You know, and coming from a vocational school and coming from an environment, you know, that wasn't prevalent. It's like you step out to a whole nother niche, you know, and just that's what I did. I stepped out to a whole nother niche and found out skills that I didn't think that were, you know, in me. I mean, you step out and take a chance, and that's what happened.
Describe to us that first run. That first run. We talking about that first run, not on the treadmill, that first run on pavement.
Throwing up.
Yeah, well, 6 miles. It was the first time, so we had a syllabus. So you're trying to sign up for marathon training. Marathons are 26.2 miles. So anytime anybody say marathon, it's 26.2 miles. It's not, you know, not anything less than that. So the word marathon, just to put it clear.
Go ahead.
Rodney, what up, B?
26.2 miles.
That's Rodney States.
Rodney States said,
Shout
what
out
up?
to Rodney States alumni.
Rodney, Ready Rod.
Yeah, he said, what up to you? Yeah,
What's
what
up, Ready
T-Locks?
Rod? Stace Rodney in the house.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, how many syllables, Rodney? How many extra words, Rodney?
I love you, Rod.
Love you too, brother. Hey, you got to come on the podcast. You see, I got your mans on here. I got your
Man, I
alumni.
ain't seen Rodney. Rodney, where you at, man? I ain't
ain't
seen
got
you
that
in about
much time,
20
man.
years.
I got your alumni on here 2 times. They both went to Simeon together. Did you know Rodney back then in Simeon? I'm quite
Yeah.
sure you did. Was it extra? Was there a lot of words back then from him then, or was it a lot of stuttering?
No, Rodney was cool. We had Spanish class together.
Whenever you see Rodney and talk to Rodney, whether through Facebook, just say the word "the" 5 times, and he'll understand all types of language that you want to talk about. That's extra, and when you see him, his name is Extra Syllables.
Excess.
Extra words. Go ahead, finish what you're saying about that first time.
No, I mean first
Not
time.
the marathon, but before
No,
we get to the
training
marathon,
runs.
the actual when you actually running on pavement.
So when you sign up for a marathon, you join a marathon training group, and they have like if I can equate it to a syllabus, they have every week you're going to run these number of miles.
Okay, go ahead.
So the first time I ran 6 miles, I just thought I was going to die. Actually, I knew I was going to die. So yeah, I mean it was tough.
Told you, buddy.
But you know, the good thing about this sport is that you know we just have people who encourage you to step outside your box and just do something that you didn't think you would be able to do. So after that 6 miles, I just went home and slept and ate some good food and came back at it the following week. You just keep on going.
Your father, triathlete, right? Mm-hmm. He runs, swims, and what else?
Cycles. So,
Cycles.
yeah.
Go ahead. You've
Yeah.
done the same thing. Am I correct?
Yeah, so yeah, my dad is a legend. He ran 40 marathons and 2 Ironman. So
Okay.
yeah,
claps.
you know, and I was big claps. I mean,
claps
now
for
he's
that.
70 years old and he's just enjoying his life. But I followed his footsteps because I was out there volunteering as a kid. So, you know, when you talk about being out there as a kid and all you don't see any black folks. You're just passing out Gatorade and water, and you thinking everybody's crazy because they're running all these miles. You know, I never thought that I would actually be in a sport as representing black people in a sport that's predominantly white.
And you started an organization.
Yeah, I started an organization called Men Run These Streets, and Men Run These Streets was founded to concentrate on men's health and fitness through running. So, you know, with all the things that black men deal with high blood pressure, diabetes, you know, stroke, different things. What I found through my own journey when I started running, I was overweight and I was going through some problems, but then my blood pressure decreased and a lot of ailments cleared up once I started training for the marathon. So that's how I got hooked. I lost a lot of weight and I found a new part of myself that I was willing to share with other black men who will listen. So I formed Men Run These Streets running group.
What year was this?
This was in 2013. So maybe 7 years after I started running marathons.
Man, claps to that, man.
Yeah.
Organization still going on?
Yeah, strong. And
How
we
many
also
members?
So Facebook members, we got about 300 plus that may show up every weekend. And I must include another organization I founded, Black Chicago Runners, which encompasses, we had a lot of ladies groups like Black Girls Run and Beverly Beauties and just different ladies across the city. They couldn't join the men's group because men run these streets. But we had to create an umbrella organizations to include the ladies, and it's called Black Chicago Runners. So I'm proud to be able to influence more black people to embrace the sport of running and fitness and health, and yeah, I'm in a blessed position.
Dirty nigga question.
Here we go.
Drum roll.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dirty nigga right here. Be able, you know me, I'm a dirty nigga, right? Yeah. You heard him say, formed the he formed Blacks Run Chicago, right? What's it called?
Black Chicago Runners.
Black Chicago Run, yeah. The women wanted to be a part of it, right? Yeah. How much pussy you done got from running? Bombs! How much pussy you done ran through from running? Bombs!
Bro, I'm
we
Coach
need a
T.
lousy
I don't do
soundbite.
anything like that.
How much pussy been offered to you because of running?
He's lousy.
Bombs!
Jamal is lousy.
How much pussy
He's so
has
lousy.
been offered
He's so
to
lousy.
you because you got on Speedos and running shoes right after you get through with the run?
It don't surprise me. I've been knowing this
Bombs!
guy for over 30 years. It don't surprise me.
How much pussy gets offered to you to this day
Hey.
from running with those women?
Look at the feet. Look at
Bombs!
his feet.
Hey, he knows how to
I'm
destroy.
excited.
He knows how to destroy a hood story.
Pop it!
From rags to riches story. He know how to bomb it.
Hey!
I don't know what he's talking about.
Turned it to Twitter quick.
No, sir. I'm Coach T. I respect all of our members.
Hit it! Cause he has. Hit it!
Ran
Hey.
through. That's fucked up, man.
No, for real though.
Ain't that
Hey,
fucked
look,
up?
if I'm single, right? I'm single. You're single. Right?
And I'm in the running crew.
And it's all that pussy that's there?
Yeah. I'm going to drink smoothies and wheat germ like a motherfucker.
If my running group, please,
Let
if
them
my running
chop
group,
away.
if you all are watching, I do not endorse this guy here.
If all that pussy is there, you gonna do what?
Smoothies and wheatgrass my ass off.
Bombs!
Oh my God.
Hey, bring your running shoes on over. Meet me there. Do you
Let me fix your spikes.
It takes nothing but a nigga to sexualize a good activity for
Man.
health and fitness, and that's that nigga right there.
Man, it's sexuality and everything.
I gotta live through you. You're single. I gotta live through you. I've been married for all these years, and at the same time, look, if car club niggas get pussy, running group niggas get pussy too. Hit it. Am I correct, brother?
You are absolutely
Brother.
correct, brother.
If party promoters, okay.
My running brothers out there,
Yeah.
ignore this.
Hey, look.
Party
you run it.
promoters. Yeah, we did.
If
get-
party
yeah.
promoters before brother got married to beautiful Makisha. Shout out to Makisha. Hand claps to her. Beautiful. But brother was a party promoter. Imagine how much pussy got offered to him, and how much pussy got took from was offered and he took
Accept it.
accepted. Excuse me.
Hey,
Bombs. It's okay. Hey, look.
I love this dude. That's the only reason I would show up at this podcast. We talking crazy.
Hit it! we got to go there, but at times, I'm just bullshitting around. But the
No,
thing
you
about
ain't.
it is, you know,
No, you
No,
not.
you being serious.
no, women
dead
throw
fucking
that. Listen. If it's one thing about I know about women, they seek and search out men.
Yeah, pastors get pussy.
Bombs. Let's keep it going, nigga. Pastors get pussy.
Ice cream truck drivers get pussy.
Hit it.
He said ice cream truck drivers.
Get pussy. You ain't got enough money for that blow pop,
Hit it.
for that snowball.
Audience, I don't know what I was walking into, but thank you.
CTA drivers get pussy. You work for the CTA? Shit. Hey, look. You started the
Basketball
running group
coaches.
and everything. You got branches. Blacks Run Chicago, right?
Black Chicago runner.
Black Chicago Runs. I'm sorry, excuse me. The Makers is taking over.
We know.
Black Chicago Runs. A lot of our people go through, certain issues and problems in their life. You touched on that. A lot of people turn towards the bottle. They turn towards the weed. They turn towards even something worse, or they turn towards sport and running. I've known a couple of people that really partaked and got themselves into the whole gym life, the whole everything with that. Proud of you for doing such.
Thank you.
I've
Thank you.
hand claps to that.
Hand clap, yo.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, you've taken something that ailed you at one point in time and translated that into something positive, and has really paid off for you mentally, physically, spiritually, and everything. So I kid with you, and when I talk about the pussy and shit, pussy gonna get thrown at you no matter what. You have on a suit, pussy gonna get thrown at you. Shirt and tie, pussy gonna get thrown at you. Whatever. But you got on Speedos or whatever.
I don't wear Speedos, bro.
You don't wear Speedos? Okay, so what's the attire of a runner?
Depending on the temperature. So
Hit it! Go ahead.
Speedos are swim gear.
Bullshit. Y'all wear tight shit. That's
brother,
what it is.
No, brother. We wear shorts. We wear shoes assigned for our bodies, and we wear shirt.
What
dry
kind of
fits.
shoes? What kind of running shoes do you tell everybody to wear?
I wear Nikes, but I can't tell everybody to wear because you get in the running world, you got to go get fitted for shoes. It might be Asics, Brooks, New Balance, depends. But you got to get fitted, so it's a different. It's a different sport, different niche. You got to get actually professionally fitted for your walk and your how you run.
Okay.
Yeah. So can't wear the Adidas.
Why not?
Adidas. No, Adidas actually got some good running shoes. Adidas,
Hit it, man.
yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. He knows
He's an Adidas guy, and I'm a Nike guy, so we always go.
He knows I've been an Adidas guy for 30 some years or whatever. Before you got here, we were talking about earlier about he got robbed for a couple of hats at Simeon, going on his way to Simeon. He got robbed for a couple of hats.
No, we was talking about before you got in there. Remember them starter hats?
Yeah.
Remember starter jackets and starter hats? Mm-hmm. Oh, that was game on. There's a lot of people that got.
I never owned one.
Yeah.
I never owned a starter coat.
Oh God.
It's him.
I found me a starter coat recently, an authentic one.
It's him and another person. My main man, Magic Mike, down there in Houston. Shout out to Magic Mike. And claps to that. Who I started the cast with. T. He's never owned a starter jacket also. But we were talking about that era of between 88 to 92, where starter jackets and hats were prevalent, along with British Knights. And he talked about his...
Who wore those?
Huh?
British Knights?
Yeah.
Some people wore British Knights.
Yeah.
British
British Knights got
trash.
worn.
That was trash.
He wore Diodors.
I wore them in high school.
Yep.
I wore Diodors and Lottos, and on some preppy shit, I wore Tretons.
He went to
I
Hales.
went to Hales Franciscan.
I'm talking about, what was it?
The little tennis shoe, Tretons.
I don't think I ever heard of them.
You never heard...
Treat?
You remember Tretons?
No, I remember.
It was a hot shoe.
I don't remember that.
See, you went to Simeon. That's why. You didn't go to Dunbar.
The real gold and blue.
Pop it.
Oh shit.
Dumb bar.
Oh.
Dumb. Oh, you dumb bar?
I can take that. No problem. I'm one of the world's greatest guys from Dunbar ever. I'm world renowned. With that being said, give me a rewind. Okay, so we talked about the running thing. Now you are transitioning, besides the work life that you have and the career that you have going on with the still doing engineering. You have transitioned into cologne expert. Why cologne?
Well, let me clear something up. I'm not an expert. I'm a lover of cologne. I'm a collector. I consider myself a collector and a lover of fragrances.
No doubt.
So expert, I know some things, but I'm still learning.
Hey, take that, what I'm saying, and run with it. It's called marketing. So let's try this again. Fragrance, sensationalist, expertise. Hit it. B, are you into fragrances?
Heavy, buddy.
Gotcha.
Heavy.
Nice.
With that being said, I put the topic out there that we're going to talk to somebody with fragrances. This is just part one of. I want you to come back in the future when I got everybody here, so we could talk fragrances some more and cologne some more. But in the meantime, while me and B Able are here, and Sound Guy is here, shout out to Sound Guy Mike. You're an enthusiast.
Yep.
Collector. When did it start?
It started, officially it started, before we get to SIU. I don't know if you guys remember Cool Water and Fahrenheit. Those were the,
Cool Heart.
oh man, Cool Water and Fahrenheit. So I
Fahrenheit
started
smell
off.
Like, Fahrenheit smell like burnt orange peels.
Pop it!
Yep. The old school Fahrenheit before they reformulated.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. So now it's been reformulated. But I started off there. I was like, 17, 18. And I remember I spent like $50 for some Fahrenheit, and I brought it down to Carbondale. I don't know if you remember, I used to win with that Fahrenheit. So I was in the 14th floor in Neely. I had a bottle of Fahrenheit. My guy that I knew down there, he had Cool Water. That's how I began. So it was all about impressing the ladies, right? Yep. Smelling good, impressing the ladies. Fahrenheit was my Dior Fahrenheit was my go-to for a lot of years.
Abel, what was yours?
Man, I wear fragrances according to the weather. So wintertime back in the day was a heavy Chicago was gray flannel for me. Wintertime gray flannel, Aramis, Dracar was really was a quick go-to if you had like a chick coming over real quick. Dracar, I'm thinking back to the days of Dracar, Aramis, I'm thinking about Jupe. I'm thinking about
Jupe,
man.
Jupe, yeah.
I'm thinking about Calvin Klein. My main groove was Lagerfeld. Oh, that was my groove. Lagerfeld was my groove. Because my mother was a fragrance person and the Fashion Nova, so I just adapted to that. And then I used to wear. I remember one time, man, she gave me a bottle of Burberry, but it was for women. But that shit smelled so good, I rocked it. And then, I didn't know I was wearing women's perfume for about a year.
Pop it.
I rocked that shit, though. But yeah.
Wait. You heard it there first. Be Able. Who are women's
Perfume, yeah.
fragrance.
Right.
What year was that?
Early 80s into the early 80s. I was rocking cologne early. My mother said, you a big boy. You ain't gonna smell.
Hit it!
We gonna show you how to put it together.
Cheers to that. Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers
cheers.
to that, for real.
Cheers.
Okay,
You got to smell good out here. She taught you good.
Yeah.
T, go through fragrances. Talk to us. Give us advice. Let us know. Let me and him know, or let the Reasonable English Podcast people know about fragrances. Period. Let's start from the beginning of that and everything, and let's go all the way through it. Go ahead.
Okay, so to briefly finish up the history of why I got into fragrances, like you mentioned your mom. Over the years, I always like to smell good. Remember the body oils? We buy the body oils. Somebody on the train
phased into that
get the
too.
body oils, and you just get I still rock with body
I still
oils.
dabble,
And
yeah.
it was all about smelling good.
Yep.
And a lot of times your motivation, it wasn't just because it was for me. It was for trying to look good, smell good for the
aura.
ladies.
You want to put an aura on yourself.
So what really drove my love for fragrances when I lost my mom in 2019, when she passed, we found hundreds of bottles of perfumes, and I didn't even know my mom was a fragrance collector like that. I was going through stuff. I was depressed about that.
Right.
So actually, on the night she passed, before I went to the hospital to view her, I stopped at Macy's. And I just had an experience. I said, before I go to the hospital, I need to decompress. And fragrances, I think, I want to say that maybe her spirit just passed it on to me after she transitioned. But ever since then, I've been a real lover of fragrances. And I've been all through Macy's, all through Neiman Marcus, all through Saks, all through just different areas, just learning about fragrances and investing in them and buying them. And I just found a love for them because at the end of the day, we talk about fragrances and how they're supposed to attract other humans. And, we jokingly talk about the women, but really the fragrance.
With your pheromones and all that.
Yeah, all of that.
What is pheromones?
Just scent auras, isn't it?
I'm not versed on the pheromones part, but I know it's an attraction for women, for women, but also other human beings. It's if you want to talk about that, I think if I'm incorrect, it taps into a different aura of attracting folks from the sense of the cologne or perfume. So, but overall, you should wear a fragrance because it makes you happy. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel, like you're on top of the world. It brings all kind of different things to your life while you're hustling and bustling and grinding and going through life. Okay, you want to put on your fresh clothes. You want to put on what you're going to put on for the day. But what about how you smell? What about...
Hit it.
Right.
Aromatherapy is the
Aromatherapy,
yeah.
right. So I just put that off the bat that fragrance should ideally be about you and what you want to wear, what you want to smell like for that day.
You mentioned body oils. Body oils can be found anywhere on the street. I know back then, what was the main body oils?
Frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah.
Frankincense and myrrh, Egyptian musk.
Egyptian musk.
Frankincense and myrrh, frankincense, Egyptian musk was the main. And then he had them nigga scents, butt naked, and sex on the beach, and all of that.
Yeah, body oils. Yeah, you can still find all that.
Yeah, because I was well versed into a rest in peace to a good friend of mine who passed, Ra. He used to have a spot. He used to have a line called Just the Scent of It. And I met him working at the Park District. Used to fragrance him all the time. He used to have a spot in Ford City at the basement, and then he moved to Evergreen Plaza. And I was his number one, like a brother, shopper until he passed. And then I got into it where I figured out the scents that I like. I like amber when it comes to the body oils. Amber is a good scent for me. So I used to make my own. I had two of them called Increase, and I had another one called The Be Able. And it was
Wait. You had your own scents?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you just not telling niggas that?
Yeah.
You saved it for this podcast?
Yeah.
To tell niggas that you had your own scents. You heard that first? Drum roll, please. hit that.
It's a brand, B. And it was simple. Like, the Be Able wasn't nothing but Egyptian musk, with a dab Egyptian musk, with a dab of coconut. Not a lot.
Wow. Hit it.
And then and then me and Rod came with a scent called Increase. And
Pause.
it was a lot of, but the base of it was amber. And there's different types of amber, but it was a particular one. Japanese amber was a real good. It was subtle.
How much push you got off of it?
A lot.
That's what you got to measure. If the scent is
I was
good.
about to say that's your
but the-
measurement.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a lot of guys' measurement.
Because the thing was that by me being a cologne guy and then ran into it, then was discovered into the oil game and the quote unquote alcohol base versus the oil base lasts longer versus, you know what I'm saying? I got more into the oils, and then I had a guy that was really into it and schooled me on it. It was a wonderful experience. That's why I'm to this day I'm into. I still do body oils every now and then. Like I keep a lot of amber. I keep just on some side note shit. I keep just to have a quick like, oh shit, I'm smelling myself. Let me refresh.
Can you talk about that, T? The alcohol versus the oil type of thing.
Yeah, that's actually still a learning curve for me, but I know that oils, it has a stronger concentration, to where it's supposed to. So now when you get into fragrances, people want it to last, especially if you spend money on it. You want fragrance to last, not just a couple of hours and it's gone, but the oil-based fragrances tend to last a lot longer.
How long should a fragrance, in your opinion, should last for? When a person goes out and when brother
A day, shit. A day.
You say a day. When a brother goes out to go buy a scent from one of these establishments or whatever, businesses or whatever, what should he be looking for?
Well, I would tell a person, smell is subjective. It's to the individual, right? So I would tell a person, go in there and explore. Just go around and start smelling different things and seeing what you like. So just like B mentioned, there, summer fragrances, winter fragrances, fragrances for the season, fragrances for the occasion. I would tell a person that's just starting off, just go inside a department store and smell. Let the associates, you don't have to buy anything. Just go in there and just smell. But don't buy anything just because you smell it on a card. They're going to give you.
Right.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Hit your hot spots.
So, and a lot of, and that's one of my learning curves. When I used to go buy fragrances, I'll smell it, like, yeah, give me that. But then I put it on my skin.
And it changes.
And then it changes a whole different
flavor.
Different trajectory. So it's kind of like I would advise a person, just go in there, smell things. And if you like something that you smell, put it on your skin and walk away. Tell an associate or wherever you are, let me see how it fits me. And you just spray it on your hand, spray it on your wrist, spray it on yourself, whatever you want to do, and just go fill it out. Go spray it and then walk away and go about your day. And if it catches you, then you go back in and buy the bottle. But until then, a new person coming in, don't be shy. The people in Macy's and Neiman Marcus, they're eager to show you what's out there, but just don't get, because it can get expensive. It is expensive.
It is expensive.
Oh yeah.
Well, now
you're gonna spend some money.
Now especially it's expensive.
Yeah, you're gonna spend some money.
Back then it was expensive to the economics. You know what I'm saying? Back then, a $50 bottle of cologne was like, oh shit.
How long was a $50 bottle of cologne supposed to last you?
Back then, that's a decent bottle.
How long was it supposed to last you?
A day. A good day.
Well,
some hours.
the bottle or
No.
the scent?
Excuse me.
You mean as far as you
Let me ask you
it?
both this. Let me phrase it this way. How long you buy a $50 bottle of Kenneth Cole.
Mm-hmm.
How long is that supposed to last?
If that's your only fragrance?
Yes.
It depends on how long
you might
you
run
wear
through it.
You might run through. If that's your only one.
If that's your only
If
one,
you're wearing
Give me
it
a
every
time
day.
frame.
some motherfuckers want to spray it until they really smell it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to just.
Well, fuck it. Let's break it down to this way. How many sprays are there supposed to happen with a cologne bottle? In your opinion.
Now, I done seen different
You asked
methods.
some good questions. It's hard to say, bro.
Because I done
It's just
seen
depend.
different methods. I done seen some cats spray the air and walk in it.
Pop it.
I done seen that. I done seen to lay my clothes on the bed, spray my clothes.
Pop it.
I have seen where they get real technical and spray they behind the ear, on the wrist, up the chest.
Hit it.
I've seen different techniques like that. And then if it's a splash, like an aftershave, chin, neck, and rub down. If I'm right,
Terrence?
because in your body
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
hot zones. Right?
Yeah, the hot zone. So that, like you described, your chest, it exudes. Your
Right,
points
the
here, your
pump.
wrist, the palm. So if you notice, you know, I don't know if you ever noticed, but you know, the enthusiasts they'll do here,
Yeah,
here,
all
here, and like you said, your chest.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to hit those points, and then like you said, behind the ear. So when somebody give you a hug,
That's
you
some
know,
that's some hot spots.
yeah, hot spots. Yep.
So you agree with those hot spots? Okay. So do you agree with spraying the cologne on the outfit?
Negative. No.
Why?
Because it's supposed to be cologne. This is only my opinion, and just from my research, it's supposed to be on your skin. Your skin determines you know how the cologne goes through its different notes. You know, it got your heart notes, your top notes, your bass notes. There's
Nika.
3 different notes. You have to go through these different notes, and the only way it can achieve that is on your skin.
What are notes?
Notes are, you know,
School me, because I don't know. I
Well,
know.
and
I know,
notes is
I
like
know.
your hot spots. That's
Okay,
all.
but give me the working definition of notes when
Your
it
hot
comes
spots.
to the hot spots.
Yeah, your hot spots.
Okay, go
Behind
ahead.
your ears, your wrists. Like I have also seen. I don't understand it behind the knee. I never understood the hot behind the knee, like a nigga spray.
I don't understand that one either. Well, I mean,
Have
But
you
I
heard
have
that
seen
before?
it. I've seen it.
Have you heard that before?
yeah, I heard that. I mean, it's your fragrance.
News
You
to
can-
me.
you can
I'm
speak-
50 years old. I've never known it.
'Cause-
So from now on, I'm gonna spray
Behind your knees.
behind my fucking knees.
And do a
Hit
cartwheel.
it!
Do a cartwheel and smell it. But just what's crazy, man, is that you know I'll shout outs to my mom, man. Like she really put me on this fragrance game. Like, you know, it was just something that it made sense. It made it made sense to me that here, son, you smell good. It changes your walk. It builds confidence. Whatever you have, it's like Linus with his blanket. Whatever builds your confidence, that's what whatever enhances you. That's what I went with.
Okay. Terrence, your first purchase ever. Do you remember?
Yeah, that Dior Fahrenheit. That was the first purchase ever. Yep, and that
Now, your first purchase when you got some money. When you done made that, let's just say that you made, you got that bonus, or you got some money that was left over from all bills paid. Let's say all bills paid up for 2 weeks. What was that purchase that you made cologne-wise? And he has some visual presentations, too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get to that's a hard question to answer, but
You can't remember. You can't.
I can't.
Now you told us about your
Now,
Ward doors.
okay.
You can't tell us about what the purchase that you did.
Okay, the first major purchase I made, and I didn't bring it tonight, is by Mason Francis Kirkjohn, Oud Satin Mood.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Never heard of it.
Everybody's rocking Baccarat. Remember, have your Baccarat 540?
The West
Same
Side
house.
kills that.
Same house.
You
The
said
West Side murdered that.
okay.
That
Went to a
Baccarat
party.
grill?
The whole party smelled like that.
Yeah, see, everybody wants to. So
The whole party.
what I'm learning, what I've seen, everybody want to talk about Baccarat 540, and they want to talk about Creed of Venice. Mm-hmm. It's thousands and thousands of colognes and perfumes out there.
Yeah,
Rewind.
it's lines.
So okay, keywords that I'm looking for, and I'm hearing from you two, and especially you. Notes. Now you're saying the keyword houses. What is that?
So a house is, so let's say Mason Francis Kirkjohn. All right, that's the house. Baccarat Rouge 540 is a scent in the
It's
house.
a scent in the house.
Oud Satin Mood is a scent in the house.
My brother put me on.
Pluriel is a scent in that house. L'Homme à la Rose is a scent in that house. It's like an umbrella. A house is like an umbrella. Mason Francis Kirkjohn, but like we were talking about, everybody want to go to Baccarat Rouge 540. Everybody. You go on an airplane, you go everywhere. Everybody wearing it, but it's so many colognes in that house. It's so Aqua Celestia. I mean, it's just so many different. So
You saying all these motherfucking names and shit.
Because you
man.
know what's
Yeah.
crazy? You know what a brand or a house that I like? I'm a Joe Malone character. I love Joe Malone.
Have you heard of that?
yeah, Joe Malone is a popular fragrance house. A great.
Joe Malone is
News to me.
Joe Malone, you can do a 2-for-1. You can blend his joints. Like my first experience with Joe Malone was pomegranate.
Okay, so I'm a nigga, right? We go to K&G, we go to Burlington Coat Factory, we go to Ross.
Windex
We go
behind
to
the ears.
You see the Kenneth Cole,
Windex.
you see the Dracar that we talked about earlier. Kenneth Cole, Dracar, Ralph Lauren, all that type of shit.
Yeah, we're
Right?
red and the blue.
Those are your colognes that the introduction. Am I correct? Can we
For some.
for some? I say for the majority.
What? Dracar.
Dracar, whatever's at Walgreens
Depending on
that they
your
put up
age.
in that yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you some real shit. God bless my bro, man. Me and him discovered a fragrance in Walgreens, man. We used to call it the deer. We used to call it, what did we used to call it? We used to call it deer juice. It's
Deer
sold in-
what?
Deer juice.
Go ahead.
What was so crazy, it was sold in Walgreens. It was a bottle with a deer on the front. We bought it. He bought it first. Sprayed it. Like, damn, what's that? Walgreens. I grabbed a bottle of it. It was some shit, man, in Walgreens. It had a deer on the front. It was crazy. And that was like that was like grammar school, 7th, 8th grade type of shit. But yeah, but the cologne game, for you, just to educate you real quick, Maul, for you have to really, really find a scent that that excites you, that tickles your fancy. Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? A wow factor.
Sound guy?
Where do you go to buy good cologne?
Good
Pop
store.
it.
You go to good stores.
But that, well, where? Like what?
Macy's, Neiman Marcus,
Neiman Marcus.
Saks,
Yeah.
Nordstrom's.
Because certain colognes are not sold in certain stores. Like Joe Malone is not sold in Macy's.
I never heard of Joe Malone.
Right, Joe Malone is
It's
sold in Saks. So
Saks, yeah.
yeah. So to answer your question, those stores, but they're also online stores called like fragrancenet.com where you can go, and get them, a little. That was kind of a second part of the conversation where you can get these from, because some of them can run up the tab, some of them are cheapies. I mean, the fragrance journey, it can start at wherever you are, meaning that where if you happen to be in like Burlington, they have fragrances all in there.
Yep.
Burlington Coat Factory. I mean, it's your
TJ
fragrance
Maxx.
journey. I mean, you can just start off just blind buying some things from
It's up to you.
from the shelf. I mean, but again, I always recommend go inside the store, smell some things, put it on a cart, put it on your skin, and rock it.
Yep.
Rock it. And then when you come back and buy the bottle, say if you say, hey, I like this certain fragrance, I'm going to go buy it. Ask for samples of other fragrances. The sales associates, they'll give you samples if you buy a bottle. It's kind of like you spend money, but then they'll come, say, hey, I know I bought this, but I like these two as well. Can I have samples of them? They're going to tell you sure.
What was the
Some of the fragrances or colognes have different scents where they're lemon-based, wood-based. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I can talk about it and I can show you better than I can tell you. So what I was prepared to do is come on here and just bring some samples. So I'm going to, no particular order,
Go ahead.
but now that we're in the summer season,
Right.
these are my
Pop it!
these are my recommendations. These are like just we're in the hot weather.
Hot
You
weather,
should
okay.
wear more clean, fresh,
Fresh.
fragrances, stuff that smell like lemons,
Damn near like lemon.
lavender,
Yep.
you know, things like that. The fruity that are more like clean
No
scents.
musk,
Yeah.
because it's heavy.
Little, well, some have a little bit of musk, but not like
That
not
heavy
not heavy.
You say fruity though.
So let me do this.
Go ahead.
So one of my favorite fragrances for the summer is this is a great house, Dolce and Gabbana, light blue intense.
Okay.
Dolce and Gabbana,
Okay.
clean.
Smell it. That might be your
scent,
move.
Clean, fresh for the summer, lasts long. Dolce and Gabbana is a good house.
Okay.
Behind your ear.
Yep.
Put it behind my ear. Yeah. Pause. Not that we promoting. Whatever.
It's
You
like
know,
we're
it's
not, I
fucking
mean, we're
different.
not promoting brand. I mean,
No,
the
we
We
thing
just
about
helping
it,
the masses. Shit, we
yeah.
educating
Dolce
the
and
masses.
Gabbana.
I
right
say
here.
that. I
He
say my
says that.
contracts for them when I get.
There you go. Pop it, man. We'll pop it when you get back. You like Dolce & Gabbana? Mm-hmm. Because you didn't mention Dolce & Gabbana at all.
Because I mean, now that he's bringing out, I have, Dolce & Gabbana.
This is an Italian right here, right? Okay, go ahead. What's the next one? But you recommend Joe Malone.
Joe Malone is dope. That's just something that because I'm not trendy when it comes to the fragrances, because like the Baccarat is a trendy scent. Some of them Tom Fords is a trendy scent. Like I have a scent that I haven't even fucked with yet, Lost Cherry. I just keep that. I don't know when to
Have
wear
you
it.
heard of that one?
Oh yeah, Lost Cherry is.
So you've heard of these different? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
why I
shocked
came.
that-
That's
It's
why
gonna be a
crazy.
pop.
I'm
that's why I
shocked.
came
at
on
that.
here so we could talk.
Yeah, I mean, it's when I saw the Cologne game, when I saw who you was bringing, I was like, there's different layers to be able, but when it comes to the fragrances and the fashion, God bless my mom, she put me in tune.
Ladies,
So
pay attention because Father's Day is coming. It was the reason why I had this podcast jumping. So, my man T. Lyles, along with Be Able, Sonic Palace Studio, are going to educate me and you ladies so you know what to buy that guy for Father's Day, because cologne for Father's Day is always a great gift. Am I correct or not?
Yeah,
oh yeah.
unless they get you some bullshit.
Not just in the social media era, these guys want man purses and shit like that. But we're talking about guys that's, maybe what's the age range? Can we say 45 and older?
40 up, man.
40 and up?
Let's do 35.
Hey, look,
No diss.
Fragrances is always fragrance and colognes are always a great gifts because guys love to smell good.
Because the worst thing for me, personally, and just for a person, is to smell like your house.
Bombs! Or to smell like popcorn, or to smell
Yeah.
like weed.
Because I remember I was going out, I never forget this classic. I was going out, and my grandmother was cooking fish.
Pop it!
And I'm like, damn. Now my clothes that I iron is starting to smell like fish. So what I figured out is, shout out to my man Rod, God bless his soul. He schooled me on certain things. So like if you frying fish in your crib and you want to get that fish smell out your crib, burn a cherry incense.
Hit it!
A cherry incense will get that out of there
Cherry incense will get out
The fish smell.
fish smell.
in your crib.
You heard it there first on the Reasonable Ignorance what? Podcast.
Podcast.
Go ahead.
So for the sake of talking about this fragrance, everybody should see it. So just to read what it does, it's a summer scent. It's aromatic, citrus, marine, fresh, spicy, woody, salty, musky, aquatic, amber is what you like.
Yeah.
So that's a great fragrance for the summer. If you just really want to start off in the summertime, Dolce & Gabbana is a great house to start. It's nice. You would not offend anybody. Wear it to the office. Wear it outside. Wear it with some linen. Just wear it,
How many sprays?
That one, it depends on the person. I maybe do about 3 or 4 sprays.
3 to 4.
In
You say 3.
in the hot zone, 3.
In the hot zone,
You say
about
3.
3 to 4 sprays.
You say 3 to 4. Okay. In the hot zones where
Wrist,
the wrist,
ears,
ears,
Chest.
And chest.
chest. Okay, not on the what?
Knees.
I mean, it's your fragrance. You do what you want to do with it. But
Yeah.
You doing that?
but
My fault.
for the sake of being,
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of.
gonna hold off on the prompts.
Cause you know what, Maul?
on that. Okay,
just
gotcha.
just keeping it a being, like, say a person that sweats a lot, right?
Okay.
A person that sweats a lot, that means that your pores are open. Pause. So you wouldn't want to overindulge in the fragrance, knowing it. So because you sweat a lot, you like, damn, my fragrance is gone. So now you mixing your natural body odor with cologne. So that's when you actually know your zones. But in certain sense, like there are a lot of offensive fragrances. If you know what I'm saying, is the offensive fragrances is the ones when nigga walk in the room and you be like, well, goddamn.
Yeah, the fragrance game goes to a whole different
Whole
level.
nother level,
Whole nother
man.
level. It's like, you got to know what to wear, when to wear it, and what season to wear it. Now,
That's the
ideally,
most important.
Now, I don't want to contradict myself and say ideally, it's your fragrance. You rock it whenever you please, but just understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
So if you wear a woody fragrance, that's meant for the winter time, and you wear it and rock it in the summer, it's gonna hit different.
hard.
It's gonna hit different.
I like Burberry.
Burberry's a good
dope,
brand.
good
Burberry's
brand.
good.
Is that the Burberry and okay? I like Burberry and I like Gucci Guilty. Right? Are those two for the fall and winter? That's my issue right now. I'm still trying to figure out fall and winter, which I like what I like and smell good with.
Right.
My old lady likes what she likes to smell me in
right.
or whatever. But I don't want to smell like popcorn, and I
All
don't
the
want to
time.
smell like anything else.
Yeah. But
So
see,
what
it's
I'm
probably
saying-
better in your pores because you in it every day.
Do you put on cologne on top of your popcorn until you shower first, my man?
I took a shower. Hit it, man.
You smell like Parmesan cheese, popcorn.
Parmesan cheese
And Burberry.
and Burberry.
Because popcorn does have a lingering smell.
It does.
And I never want to smell like popcorn when I leave the popcorn shop.
So I'll put this on the show. I'll help you on the fragrance side. I'll help you.
T. What's the next one you got?
All right, so we talk about Dolce & Gabbana, and I'm just going through these just to kind of give recommendations. Prada, the House of Prada. This is called Prada L'Homme. Prada L'Homme. Prada L'Homme is another clean, fresh scent.
Prada what?
Prada L'Homme, L-H-O-M-M-E. And for the sake of, I'm
How's it
just
smell?
using.
It's clean. This is
Clean.
because if it's safe to say you're displaying seasonal scents right now. Right?
Exactly. So these are all summer. These are,
Yeah,
in my
no, this
opinion,
is
you can wear these all. Now, the
nice.
good thing about so-called summer scents, you can actually wear them in the winter as well. That's what I say. It's kind of
It's how you play it.
It's how you play it. But these are definitely summer scents. So as I go through them, I don't have the notes memorized, but I'm on this site for the people that are interested. It's called It's called Fragrantia.com. Fragrantia.com. Fragrantia.com.
Yeah, that's a nice
That's
logo.
when you can look at the notes. So let me pull up.
That's
Prada.
called Prada what?
Prada L'Homme.
Now, see, I got the.
So Prada L'Homme is powdery. It has iris. It has violet, fresh spicy, warm spicy, aromatic, floral, amber again, earthy. These are the type of ingredients and accords that you want for hot weather.
For spring and summer weather.
Spring and
Hey, I
summer
got that
weather.
on right now, Monica. I got on General Fluidity right now.
Jennifer Lindy is,
Yep.
is banging.
I got that on right now.
Jennifer Lindy, yeah.
Next one. Go ahead.
Versace is another good house. Versace Dylan Blue.
Yeah,
Man, Versace Dylan Blue is serious.
Ma, I ain't gonna
That's
front.
serious
Some of these
business.
scents I know about a lot of these scents. It's just the ticket.
Hey, look,
Some of these tickets, like I'm cool.
we're not promoting.
We just want niggas
we're
to smell
educating.
good, G. That's
Yeah,
all.
we're educating, not promoting. Go ahead.
Cause like Ma, just real quick, interject. You have to find, like with me, I found amber is my base.
Okay.
Amber is my scent. It works well with my body tone. It works well with my body. Pause. But amber is a nice scent, but you have to find there's different varieties of amber in the oil game. But when you find a cologne with an amber base, it gives you a clean, rustic smell, if that makes sense to you.
Rustic.
So it's like woodsy,
Rustic.
but it's not like shoe tree wood. No, I'm good. It's not like that shoe tree. Remember the shoe trees you put in your shoes back in the day?
Yeah.
It doesn't give you that harsh smell. But amber is a nice undertone. I love amber.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and so to describe, there's another amber scent. So Versace Dylan Blue has amber, citrus, fresh spicy, musky, aquatic, warm spicy, aromatic, fresh. That's what you want for the summer. And all of these fragrances you can get for under $100.
Hit it.
Say that one more time.
A lot of time, price is important for folks.
Cool.
Yeah, price is important for folks no matter how we
Hell
cut
yeah.
it. But if you want to invest in some good fragrances, these right here, and let me do this.
Go ahead.
I got one fragrance that hits more than some of my expensive fragrances, and you can get this for like less than $30, less than $50 actually. A lot of people sleep on Nautica Voyage.
Boy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nautica Voyage. I'm telling you, you step out in this in the summertime. I done had people ask me, and like I said, I got some high end stuff that costs $400 plus.
That's crazy.
And it does this right here for people on a budget. Get this Nautica Voyage.
Where would
It's
I
a-
get that from?
Macy's.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Matter of fact, you go to Burlington Coat Factory or Ross. Ross
Okay.
might
I
have it.
remember getting that sample
It's
with
cheap.
a Nautica
It's a
shirt.
cheap. We call these cheapies. Now, stuff like cheapies like this. You see, I got hundreds of fragrances, and you see the dent in this bottle. That means I wear it.
Yeah, because I saw the dent.
Yeah,
In,
it's dense in these bottles.
It's dense. man.
Pop it.
It's super
Pop
dense.
it. Boom, boom, boom. I did the verbal pop it.
There's one oil scent I can't stand is patchouli. I'm not a big fan of patchouli.
Jupe.
Patchouli.
Who?
Patchouli is like a very. It reminds me
Is that
of
for niggas?
patchouli.
Yeah.
It's a fragrance, but
It's for niggas though.
But it's like it's a very woodsy, closed closet smell.
We're gonna talk about that. Give me a second.
All right.
So, what's the next one?
So the next one. So we're doing summer fragrances, but I don't want to be remiss and do not. We're going to talk about winter fragrances, but I bought so many because I couldn't decide which ones I want to talk about.
Okay, but
So-
real quick, when are you supposed to wear winter fragrances? What's the time period?
When
the
it start
weather's
getting
cold.
when it start getting chilly and cold, with jacket weather. Like I said, it like around the fall.
Give me a month.
That's when you start bringing your coffee scents.
You say October.
Yeah, October, September, October.
You
end of
agree with
September.
that?
I agree.
Okay.
So you want to start bringing in your darker scents, like your coffee scents, your leather scents, and your cacaos and things like that. The
What's
darker.
cacao?
It's a bean. It's a, like a
Pop it.
like
Oh,
just
okay.
like bean. Yeah.
I was about to say method man.
It's so much. Yes, it's a lot. So
I needed that pop it, but go ahead.
so yeah. So what I want to do, I'm gonna go through. Okay, I brought more. I was gonna do 3 and 3, but I'll do 5 and 5. So just for the sake of keeping it simple for the audience, because we're coming back again. So
Right, we are.
so let's do. I'm gonna do one more summer fragrance.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna pick. It's hard to choose. I got so many. So Paco Rabanne,
Paco, yeah.
Invictus Legend.
That the visual
Oh, my
presentation
God.
of that one looks so great.
Paco
It looks like it's
Rabanne.
a champion. It's looking like it's a championship trophy.
Because that's
Not a
and not the front though. Be like a lot of times that's how a lot of guys buy colognes on the display of the bottle.
Yeah, look at this bottle.
That bottle's look like a
Invictus
championship
Legend.
trophy.
Invictus Legend. I got a dent in this bottle too. This bottle will have people, all of these scents will have people looking at you and wanting to invade your space. I'm telling you, that's how it goes. So
I don't want the guys to invade my space though.
Like I wore like real shit. Like it's funny. I wore the Fluidity at work about 2 weeks ago. And one of my coworkers, our schedules, she was like, "I've been looking for you to ask you what was that you wore." I said, "What was that you wore last week?" And I couldn't remember. And I had told her it was a General Fluid. She said, when you walked that aisle, you had the whole aisle And I didn't know though. But she said I had the whole aisle smelling like it.
What smell was it?
It was called gentle fluidity.
Gentle
Ginger?
fluidity, yeah.
Gentle
Gentle?
fluidity.
Where'd you get it from?
That's Mason Francis Kirkjohn.
Really?
Yeah, same house
makes
with
it-
Baccarat
Have you ever smelled that
Roots.
Barack, the 540?
No.
You never smelled it before?
How much did it cost though? That gender, what you said, what's it called? Gender fluidity?
Gentle
Gentle fluidity.
fluidity, yes.
How much is that one? That shit smells good.
That's dope.
Look, Invictus Legend.
Wait, hold on a second. How much is the gentle fluidity?
I don't remember the ticket.
Liar.
It's
I
about
swear I don't.
$300,
There you
bro.
go.
You got money.
It's about
He's
$300,
paying for the
bro.
podcast tonight.
Invictus,
I'll
well,
walk
it's
out
about
right now.
$300.
Bombs.
So for our audience today, I mean, matter of fact, I'm gonna go a little different. Let me talk about Invictus Legend.
Okay.
Invictus Legend is about the house of Paco Rabanne. You got marine, aromatic, fresh,
how serious
spicy,
this nigga is.
salty,
Yeah,
amber,
This nigga's-
citrus, watery, spicy, aquatic. Again, another fresh summer scent that you want. Actually, Invictus Legend, that's another story, hits in the winter too. But I would say you can also wear these in the winter. You can.
Yeah.
But summertime, it's going to exude. All of these are just stellar scents that you can start
This
off.
nigga's the Stephen A.
See,
Smith
because
of cologne.
the reason why, and the reason why is for me, I'm not a big jacket guy. In the wintertime, I layer. So I'm
vest.
I'm a bubble vest, t-shirt, long sleeve tee. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to be closed in and bubbled up like that. So I layer well. So when I layer, since like this, I can still rock. Because when you wear a jacket, it's all in. It's when you zip up your jacket, you smothering it, and as soon as you open up your jacket, it's smacking me in the face.
Pop, pop.
So, but Ma, you looking at about a G. You looking at about 2 G's right there.
Hit it. Go ahead.
Last one I'm going to do for the summer. Okay, these are all
Not
budget.
the bond. Ooh, shit.
Right. These are budget friendly. These are like if you just want to pay $100 and under. But if you want to go to the niche world,
What's
That's
in
a
his
hold
hand
up.
is gonna get you, B.
Bond number 9.
Shout out to B. Crawford right there.
Shea Bond.
Shea Bond.
Shea Bond. Bond number 9, Shea Bond. Now this is gonna run you about $400.
Okay.
400 some bucks.
So
Not saying it's better than these
I
on the
got you,
table.
nigga.
But these are designer fragrances. When we say designer fragrances, they're after a house that makes clothes, like Nautica makes clothes. Dolce & Gabbana makes Bass clothes. Prada Long. All these different houses that make these products have a cologne. It makes sense. Okay, you going to look good in my cologne? My clothes? You're going to make you smell good. These are called designer fragrances,
So
right?
I have a question for you from one of our listeners. So Nika said, "What are some of your favorite black-owned fragrances houses?"
That's an excellent question, and I failed to bring them, so maybe that's the next episode. But there's a black fragrance house called Savoir Faire.
That's what she was just said. I'm a lover of Savoir Faire.
Savoir
as of late.
Faire. Savoir Faire is an excellent house. That's Soul Cafe, Sin Santo, and
Good question, though,
Sage.
Nika.
Yeah, great question.
Great question.
Ascension by Savoir Faire. Savoir Faire is a great house because this guy put his foot in his fragrances. That means that he took his time. You can tell he took his time, and he made quality fragrances. It's
This
black
nigga's the
owned.
Roland Martin of fucking fragrances.
But you know what's crazy though? It's I look at it. I look at everything as a quirk or a nerd. Like I'm a sneakerhead, so it's just how valuable I value sneakers, how well I know sneakers. It's the same thing with him as collector of anybody that collects anything is unique.
It's unique. It's
From
art.
comic books to clocks to magnets to sneakers to colognes to belts. It's it's you as a person being unique.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I think and you're correct. It is an art because with the cologne game, if you're true to self in the cologne game, you really are a collector of and a love of what you like, not so much of what the trend is pushing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
So
exactly. Exactly.
that one right there, you
That
said
boy there,
how
This
much?
one here, this will cost you about $400, but
easy.
easy. but this is a house called Bond Number 9. Now the popular fragrances from Bond Number 9, they go multiple. You got Lafayette Street. You got I got this fragrance called Off Broadway. That's amazing. I didn't bring that one. You got Fire Dye. You got Scent of Peace.
Wow, yeah.
Pussy rate didn't went up.
So just real quick. So are you a fan of blending?
I am. So
okay.
that took me a while to get there.
I figured it,
because and that's why I said it's so many layers to it.
Yeah,
Because
you got to learn the notes.
you might want to be like, okay, I don't want to, like I might want to wear Shea Bond. I don't want nothing to mess with this.
Exactly.
That day. But I might want something to mess with it the next day. I might do Shea Bond and put Shea Bond on my wrist and put a Victor's Legend, layer it, or I can put it on another part of my body.
Right.
So I'm known for wearing a couple different colognes.
Yeah.
You know, or I got these vials that I might mix them and mix them together, and then I'll just spray it from these vials. But Bond Number 9, Shea Bond, you get this.
Bodine.
I'm telling you, office friendly. All of these fragrances that you see, you will not offend a soul. They will love you.
And the reason, and it's crazy. The reason why I am a fan of it because I work at Home Depot. I work in a warehouse where you get to smell anything, but you have to create your own aura. And if you're not in an office atmosphere where it's enclosed, and if you're in a situation where it's open, and you deal with people every day, or you're different with different fragrances, different scents, different body odors, you have to create your own aura. You have to, because niggas think Musk is a cologne.
Pop it. Well, no popping. Niggas think Musk is a cologne.
Is a cologne.
You have some other brands over here.
One last, and I know I'll keep saying one last.
No. Let's go through them real quick.
You want to go through? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to belabor, but I can talk about this.
Okay, cool.
So,
we got time.
So another expensive one.
Yes.
Niche fragrances. So again,
Smell that,
designer.
Mo.
The first row that we talked about, starting with Bond Number 9, goes into the niche fragrances. Niche fragrances are just fragrances that are not designer. They are more high end. They're more. They're supposed to last longer. They're supposed to be a different quality. So you pay a little bit more. So, but not all niche fragrances. That's another conversation. But not all niche fragrances last like that. This one is called Musk Therapy by Initio. The house is Initio. Musk Therapy. Every grown man needs this fragrance. If you can muster it, like this fragrance.
Mustard.
Listen. Don't be shy. If you're gonna pay $400, I put it on a credit card and I paid it off for 3 months.
You gotta slide on over for that one.
Let me see him. I saw this, but I
sound?
always wanted to see what it smelled like.
That Musk Therapy gonna hit you for about $300-400.
Because it has a powder. It has a powder
Right.
note. Yeah.
How long does it last?
That Musk Therapy on my skin lasts all day.
Oh yeah.
All day. And then you talk
Can I
about
see that, please?
Sure.
yeah,
Now at the job, there's this
Called what?
Musk Therapy.
Musk Therapy.
This is a summer or all year round?
It can be both.
That can be all. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
all
definitely it's a summer scent, and it's powdery and it's fresh.
Because by having the
Ain't it
powder
sick?
scent,
Yeah.
it can go year round.
Ain't that it?
Please.
But you know what's crazy? One of the security guys at the job,
Beautiful. This is
he wears
Telling you.
the hell out of Valentino. Yeah, he wear the hell out of
Telling
Valentino.
you. Ooh, that Musk Therapy hits.
that motherfucker is. God damn.
Yeah, spray your shirt so you can save it.
Shit, this shit smell good. What notes is in here?
Oh, let me pull them up.
I know it's a powder.
Oh my God. Y'all see this shit right here? That's why. That's the reason why I'm doing something different. I could talk about bullshit all day. I could talk about the dream with him getting sued. I could talk about Kanye getting sued. Fuck that.
Yeah, I kill less.
I don't give two shits about this. This is what I care about.
Up in your
This
pussy.
shit is
Up
beautiful.
in your pussy.
Tell that Musk
This
Therapy.
shit is handsome.
Listen, let me tell you something. Especially if you're married, you better watch out. Your wife ain't gonna let you out the door with that Musk Therapy on there. She gonna want to know where you at.
What?
You got a girl.
This is called what?
Musk Therapy.
No, what's the shit on in this gold right here?
It's Initio. It's the house is Initio, which they're famous for a lot of different scents. And
Nigga.
I'm having a hard time pulling up
Wait.
Musk Therapy.
Let me ask you something, nigga. Gotta ask you. You gonna have to slide on over for the rewind for this one. Rewind. Pop it. Slide back over. My brother. Hey, look. This is one you put on right before you finna attack the pussy, ain't you? That laugh says it all.
Now you know what's crazy. You know what's crazy.
So on the site, it retails for $390 on the site. $390. I mean, you can get it. That's another conversation. We can get it cheaper somewhere else. But
Okay.
This
wait,
one has.
wait. You got to give us that though. Give us that.
What's that?
You say you can get cheaper as well. Let me know. Let us know, nigga.
What talking about?
You say where you get it cheaper. You said
Oh,
$3.90.
Fragrance Net. Fragrance Net. Yeah,
How much is it on Fragrance Net?
I'll pull it up after I read
All right,
these
cool,
notes.
Cool. No,
So,
read the notes. No, read it.
Bergamot, Mandarin, White Magnolia, Cassis, White Sandalwood, All Natural White Musk, Rose Musk.
He said Magnolia.
Now that sandalwood is dope.
That's that Louisiana shit. Baby and Wheezy and BG and all them niggas from there. We the know ya, nigga. Know ya. Anyway, no, I'm just bullshitting. But
No.
this shit smells great.
Yeah, Musk Therapy, man. I mean, honestly, in all fairness, any one of these scents up here gonna hit. The whole thing, let me back up a little bit. You say rewind. Ultimately, it's people talk about your appearance and we want to get the fresh cut, we want to get the fresh clothes, we want to, have all of that. But ultimately, the polishing is how you smell.
Damn, that shit still smells. Okay,
That's how you smell.
So what do you wear when you spray that in your notes? What do you need to have on when you wear that?
Clothes.
You said clothes.
Clothes,
Okay,
nigga.
he said suit behind
Anything. But I will wear this with some linen, summer linen, going to a white
What,
party.
the niche?
Oh
Going
my
to
God,
a white
that-
party.
Going to a
You
white
said
party
what?
with that,
Yeah,
with
white
some
party.
linen and some.
I ain't gonna
Bro.
front. That remind me of a seersucker suit.
Oh,
Which one?
there you go.
The niche.
That miss.
A
no,
seersucker suit.
Yes, sir.
that Musk Therapy.
The seersucker suit, and you got to talk about what context because new niggas
Seersucker suit? It's
don't
a
understand
print.
what a seersucker suit
It's a
means.
print. Kentucky Derby.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So can a nigga that have the can a nigga have on
Yeah.
white shoes?
I
Hold on,
have.
hold on, let me think.
Go ahead.
White shoes, black socks, toothpick, hat going to the back,
No, he wears your car.
captain outfit.
No, he wears your car.
Pop it.
Cause actually, like with my seersucker suits, man, is when I rocked it twice. I rock a seersucker suit. I have a powder blue seersucker suit, and I rocked it with some brown wingtips on some wedding shit. And then I went to another wedding, and I wore an all white pair of shell toes, but I had a powder blue shirt and a bow tie.
Just to let you all know, we are going to do a part 2 to this conversation, but he is going to bring, drum roll please. Give me an air horn. T. Lyles is going to bring a young lady for the perfumes. For all you ladies that want to know about great perfumes, he's going to bring her next.
Have you ever
Hit
thought
that
about
bombs.
creating your own center?
I thought about it. Yeah, it's coming down the line.
Okay.
Stay
with it though.
Yeah, it's kind of
with
like
it.
yeah, that's why this coming on this podcast is actually inspiring me because I've been talking for so long about just creating my
with it.
channel and things
'Cause-
like that. But those things are coming down the pipeline.
Because the reason why I say that because by you being a collector, and then by you knowing what's trendy, what's unique, and what's your personal favorites, that's a really it's a very unique lane, but it should be a very personable lane. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So that, I mean,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I get it because it's so crazy. I met a guy. When I was doing kitchen design. I went to a guy's house. He has a cologne line. I forgot his name. I took his picture. I had a couple of his scents. He had one of his favorite scents was vanilla tobacco,
Tobacco vanilla.
Yeah, but
got-
his was
yeah.
the other way. It was tobacco. It was the opposite. Whatever else was out here.
Okay.
And he was selling his at Neiman's.
Okay.
White guy, long stringy hair, and I think I'm gonna look up the picture and see can I find it.
Crackers like to smell like bacon.
But
That's
here's
the
what
three cents that they like to smell like. They like to smell like pork bacon. They like to smell like tobacco, and they like to smell like
Yeah.
there you go.
latrines.
They like to smell like they're out in the outdoors. Crackers like to smell like that. Arabians, the Arabs, they like to smell like what? Hit
He
it.
said curry goat. But my whole thing with the whole fragrance
Great
game,
with
man. My whole thing with the fragrance game is
You were
like,
supposed to laugh. Let's try that again. I didn't set that up right.
What's
because
that?
Neither one of you all laughed at all.
when you said curry goat,
He said curry.
and then I said goat.
Hit it.
I have to watch this podcast after we're done.
But it's but the thing is, bro, is an honor and a pleasure to meet you first and foremost, and then to really sit down and talk to a guy that's humble with the sense.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Same thing here.
Because
yeah.
a lot of guys, you know, by social media is some cocksmiths. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, when I say cocksmiths, they'll show you their whole lineup or their whole collection and base it off of how much they spent versus what's unique to the scent.
Yeah, what's
Hit
unique
it.
to the scent.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why I got
To your point, that's why
my-
strategically.
That's my OG there. Go ahead.
To your point, that's why I strategically bought fragrances that are friendly to the budget and some for you to treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I get what you're saying. You'd be surprised on some of these fragrance pages on Facebook, man. They be like some big kids, bro. They be acting like some bitches for real. Like they be
Super.
like dude, it's only flavored water that's subjective to your thoughts. Like I might like product. I might like Nautica Voyage, $25-$30 I can get this,
Or
right?
you gonna shit on you.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's gonna last longer, probably longer than that $400 fragrance.
Exactly.
It depends on your skin.
Yeah.
So it's not ego driven. It's about
What you-
again what suits you, what makes you
Wow.
feel good. And if you get a compliment in the process, so be it.
Cause Maul, let me put you in the perspective of not no diss. It's put you in the perspective of put on a fresh cologne like put on a fresh pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not it's all about presentation with me. And then like I was saying earlier, like to sit down and to meet you and sit down and you pulling out because I know the numbers on them bottles. Mm-hmm. I know because I'm a fragrance dude.
Yeah.
But how you explaining it and how you are displaying it is more of an educational piece versus
Yes.
that's $400, that's $300. Get you that.
No,
nigga,
you gotta love. You gotta like. It's
It's like collecting art.
It's art.
Yeah.
You have to love what you do. Love how you smell. You have to value how you smell because just like they say, people talk about first impressions. The first impression. If you come in front of me and you smell like all day, that's gonna be my first impression of you. But if you smell like one of these, it's like you
Yeah.
looking good and people remember how you smell.
Hey,
People remember how to
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you something, and me and you've talked about this offline and off podcast, but my son is getting into smells because he's taking my shit and spraying it himself, and I'm teaching him, which is something that we're supposed to do in our community, in our delegation anyway. You're schooling me. Thank you, and you're schooling me also.
No, no problem.
I never heard of Joe Malone until you said something about it tonight.
Joe Malone, that shit.
I never heard of some of the other fragrances that you threw out also, and that you're very well versed with also. Because, like I said, when I went over to Terrence's house, I'm like, he has racks and racks of fragrances. So this is my dealer in some respects.
Put you in tune with my homie.
It's
He
my
has
dealer.
a wholesale shop.
But you went on.
Khalil, I'll put you in tune.
Okay.
You went online on Facebook and you talked about Chris Thomas.
Chris Collins.
Chris Collins, I'm sorry.
Another black, so the lady that asked about in the chat, another black
Shout out to
perfumer.
Onika.
Yeah, Chris Collins is another one. He's actually in Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom's. Well, he's in Nordstrom's. So to me, he's done a lot of work to even get into the high-end store. And when I tell you his shit is dope, his shit is dope. Chris Collins, he's a model, back in the day model, that created a cologne line and is on his brand, and he is not bullshitting. He is not playing any games.
See, you by you saying that, and this spark. Okay, so to bring it up to speed, this is the reason why I wanted to do the podcast about colognes. I reached out to my brother and I said, "Look, I need you to come on the pod, blah blah blah, whatever." Okay. I saw him weeks ago. He didn't know I was watching. I watch. I'm on Facebook. He's talking about Chris Collins. He's giving lessons and people telling people black owned. You know me, I'm always about black owned, black this, black this. Hit the blackity black, please. Thank you. Cool. I'm all about that, the black shit. And we could give our money to Dolce & Gabbana. We could give our money to all these other ones. But you talked about a black cologne, which is a rarity. So many motherfuckers then went into business of they want to own Harold's Chickens. They want to own oxtail and grits. They want to own this. They want to own that kind of situations there and everything. They want to own this, which is copy and paste of other businesses. How many blacks do we have?
Yeah. Khalil.
How many blacks do we have in the cologne and fragrance business? Not that much, am I correct?
Not as many as our white counterparts, but the thing about it is, I'm proud to shout out the ones that I know of. But like I say, Savoir Faire and Chris Collins.
Hand claps.
I'm a fan of them. They are doing some great work. Matter of fact, if you want Savoir Faire, you need to go to the Silver Room in Hyde Park. Silver Room is carrying Savoir Faire.
Are they competing with these fragrances?
Oh yeah. See, and this is a good question. In order for them to compete, we got to support. We got to go buy their products, the black-owned ones. So, okay, Chris Collins, he's in Nordstrom. He's made headway. He's competing. If he's in there, so we know he's doing the work. But it's going to take us to become more aware that there are black perfumers and that are making strides.
Have you reached out to them to say, "Hey, look, I'm an influencer. I'm a beginning influencer on colognes," because that's what you are now. That's the word now.
And
the word now is influencer.
And what's crazy, he hasn't put the Baccarat 540 on here at all.
And I won't. And not that I don't think it's a good fragrance, but Baccarat is what everybody, you don't like Creed of Venice and Baccarat Rouge 540. Black people, we gotta expand our minds.
Because my side bias is Sauvage.
Hit the choppers, please.
I fuck with Sauvage.
We gotta do what?
I was gonna bring Sauvage, but it's such a main.
It's such a
yeah.
It's
Now
so,
Sauvage Elixir.
Sauvage
Elixir.
Yeah.
Correct. We gotta diversify our what?
And what's crazy though? What's crazy is the wow factor is Maul is shocked. Well, he's not really shocked, but I'm well versed in this. That's just a fact that we never talk about. Like, I'm a fragrance dude. Like, I've been in fragrances for years.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, and it was meant for us to have this discussion.
I've been in fragrance for years.
I'm shocked because you never told me the side of you. Only thing you tell me is that you from the Wild Hunteds
and I'm a gangster,
and that you GD and all that kind of shit there, and and I'm a Black
Ralph
Stone.
Lauren.
But that's neither here nor
I love
there.
Ralph Lauren and good fragrances.
Right. I care less about the gang shit.
Yeah.
I care about this type of stuff because when you come here, you are fresh.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But the thing about it is, I got my brother here, and you my old bro, and everything. But I got my brother here, and the thing about it is he's letting me know about, and you both let me know about fragrances I've never
because you know what.
heard of.
And then what's crazy for me now is I'm gonna help you get your game up.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
which means you gonna help me spend money.
No, I'm gonna show you how to spend less.
Okay, cool.
The smell like $1 million.
T, what you got next?
Let's do this next. Another hitter. Dion Sport. Dion
seen that bottle.
on Sport. This right here, I always pub these up. Fresh, powdery, playful, something that you can just like hug your girl and just go out in the park, take a walk. Just Dion or Sport. This right here, you will not, and I think this one is probably retail about $100 or less.
Let me ask you.
You know,
One spray of that, and they smell it. Is that bitch? Stop arguing with me. Get down and suck my dick. Is that what that kind of cologne it
Dude.
is?
It'll pause the conversation. Like,
dude, I
what's that?
don't indulge in those obscenities. but
Answer the question.
What is that, babe?
Bitch, stop fucking arguing. Get down, suck this cock.
This who owns it.
Go ahead.
So he's on social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So follow. He has a
These niggas having sidebars,
a,
and I'm trying to make a
cologne
joke here.
house.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a connection, bro. Yeah, we gonna see
These
that
two
one.
has become best friends. I'm getting jealous over here.
Jelly is a woman's trait.
Bob! No, go ahead. Finish what you saying about the.
No, another citrus scent, aromatic, fresh, amber is in there, soft, spicy.
Nigga kicked
Amber is
in.
that shit, B.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because there's a fragrance that I've really been teetering on. It's two fragrances that I've really been teetering on. It's chocolate.
Oh my God.
That's the fragrance that I really been teetering on. Is how was a light skinned nigga should smell like chocolate.
Oh my God, this shit smells good.
I don't know why chocolate scent doesn't go with light skin.
What kind of? What's in this aromatics right here?
Yeah.
Amber, man, is the bait. I'm telling you, amber is. I'm gonna get you a bottle of amber, bro. That's an everyday scent for your
Citrus.
shop.
Yeah.
woody, amber, aldehydic, fresh, soft, spicy.
And this is year round or summer, spring?
I would wear it summer, spring. But actually, everything on this table, that's why I'm touching on summer, spring right now, is because that's the season that we are in. And you should be wearing fresh fragrances that smell aromatic and, like I say, spice, like powdery or just rose scents, things like that that are fresh because it's hot. It's starting to
Okay.
get hot.
So you're wearing a suit, shirt and tie. Whether you have the sweater vest, tied around you, or you don't, or you have a shirt and tie with a suit coat over it or whatever. Out of these right here on the floor, what's scent?
Well, let me answer that in summer and winter sense. For summer, him right here.
That's $400 though.
Okay. Let's do him right here.
The championship, Invictus, right?
Invictus Legend.
We're not promoting, but we are
Educating.
correct.
Right. So that's a summer suit, right?
How much does that one cost retail for?
Last I checked, I think it was like 100, a little over 100.
And what is
but-
that? Invictus what?
Invictus Legend. They have Invictus Aqua. So Paco Rabanne is a house. It's the house. Paco Rabanne has many scents, and Invictus Legend is one of them. Invictus Aqua is another one, and it has all kind of other stuff, other scents. So
Because the 3 scents I grabbed this week, well, week before last, was Fluidity, Polo Green, and Valentino.
Okay.
all right. So
But
if it's-
Valentino don't go with the summer.
if anybody want to take a picture of us, but I'm going to put these up. These are all your fresh fragrances that you might want to consider for the summer while we go into the fall scents.
Okay.
You gotta go back and study this podcast.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah.
My God, that shit
and
smells
this
so
is-
good.
I already, this is crazy.
So we talked about the summer. So let's talk about Chicago weather and how crazy it is.
All
And,
4 seasons.
All 4 seasons when it started getting cold.
Go ahead.
Paco Rabanne. Paco Rabanne, and
That's a beautiful.
1 million.
Whoa.
1 million. They have this and 1 million Lucky. This is a scent that when it starts getting cold and you want to put on sweater weather and you want to, so I'm going to read the notes. I'm going to look up the notes of this, but this is what I will wear when it starts getting cold and you want to put on a jacket, you want to put on a sweater. This shit right here, matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now.
You find your spot.
Oh, my God.
Your pussy rate goes up?
Oh, my goodness.
Come on. Spray your pinky finger. That's what you going to.
The bottle of it looks beautiful. It looks like it's gold.
A brick.
Yeah, look at it.
It's a brick.
And it feels great.
Now do this. Let it marinate.
Spray it on your dreads.
And you know what's crazy? You need a can of coffee beans.
Right. The coffee beans, once you start smelling fragrances.
What's the retail on this?
Okay, let me you can get that. I bought that for like $130.
This is beautiful, man. Look at this bottle. The artistic of it. Look at the bottle right here. And we're not promoting none of that. We promoting the scents.
Oh, I smell that. I smell the
Here, get that to him.
I smell that yeah, let me see that for
Please.
That hint.
I'm trying to pull up the notes now.
Yeah. I remember this.
Look at the joy on your face.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, you had it before?
I know it's a fragrance that an undertone that I've had before.
What do you mean by undertones? What's the key word with it? Is that what it does?
Yeah, like the nickname. My nickname at work for the youngest, they call me Barbershop. They say I smell like I come from the barbershop every day.
Hit it, man. That's nice. Hand claps to them. Because them niggas smell like what?
Woody, sweet, nutty, honey.
Honey?
Yeah, honey.
It has amber and it has citrus. But woody scents, anything woody and leathery, you want to wear in the colder weather.
Yep.
Cozy, like
I got a bottle of.
So do you spray this? Okay, let me ask you this. It's cold outside.
Yeah, that's
It's
so-
cold outside, right? 21 degrees
Zoom in on
weather.
that, Sam.
Cold. November. You spray that after you get out the shower. Pause. I'm not thinking about like in that kind of way.
Hey man.
You hit the note.
I tell you something.
You said the notes. You spray the notes, right? The areas, the hot zones, or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you call the bitch and be like, "Look, hey, I got this. What? What's this flavor right here?
1 million.
I got this 1 million on. Come on over." She comes over. Do you spray 1 million in the bed sheets?
Negative. It's all on my body.
Bombs!
Hey, no. If you're gonna invite a lady over, you ain't telling her what you smell like.
No, you ain't gonna
just
spray your balls.
You say what?
He gonna spray his balls. That's gonna smell like paint, nigga.
Nigga be irritated and hurt.
That smell like paint.
Pop it.
No, my nigga, you ain't finna tell her how you smell. She gonna realize it for herself when she comes to see you. Yeah. You heard me?
Okay, so
You're not announcing anything.
You don't announce anything.
This is the beauty of perfumery.
Yeah.
This is where you stay humble and let other people blow your whistle. Every time they see you, they need
That's
to
a
see
bar.
you. They need to see you. They like, man, every time I see him, he smell like something.
Cause that for me is, like I said, God bless my man Ra. He put me on I was an incense dude, and then some of the fragrances that we would put together, he'd make an incense for me. But then we got into that burn smell, so we flipped it. We flipped it to let's just burn the oil. So I got into burning oils, burning wax. For me personally is when a person walks in your home, it should have an aroma. It should.
Your home should always smell wonderful like you smell wonderful.
Yeah, it should have an inviting scent.
And your car. Let's talk about your car.
Yeah.
Your car should smell good too.
Yeah. Not like a
Fragrance
Not
should
like a spitball.
encompass your whole life, meaning that it's for you first and foremost. But when someone meets you and they see you, they gonna remember how you look, but they definitely gonna remember how you fucking smell.
Yep.
Okay, so side note, real quick, because we got to talk about this real quick. Axe deodorant, that Axe body spray shit. Does that clash with cologne?
That's white boy shit.
I don't have that information,
What you say?
meaning that I don't.
That's Caucasian shit.
Pop it! Hit them crackers.
Crackers.
Go.
I think, hey, race aside, I think I gotta put that out there, like, hey, because there's some black dudes that wear some Axe too, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
But I will say this, that
They don't have a washcloth either.
hey, for real, you can't knock anybody's. If you got an effort that you just want to smell good
Yeah,
and you choose Axe,
You can't.
so be it. It's not my thing. Axe is not my thing.
Axe
but
is not your thing.
No. But I'm not saying I'm not shitting on it. I'm not doing any of that. It's just that, I choose to, indulge in the actual upscale perfumery, whether it be, not talking about price per se, but the brand and like what it was supposed to do. Axe, I just can't comment on it because I don't wear it. Anybody who wear it, I'm not knocking it. Or it's just that I would applaud anyone's effort to smell good.
I never
If you
done
choose
it.
Axe, remember Brute from back in the day? Like
I
put
wore
on some
Brute,
Brute
too.
and
I
shut
wore
up.
Brute.
You wore Brute?
I wore Brute
We
as
only
an
wore-
aftershave.
We only wore Brute because of fucking what?
Barbershop.
Commercials.
The barbershop for me.
It was no, but it was
Because
commercials.
that's what that
though.
powder smell like to me.
Look, we gotta do a part 2. We run out of time.
All right.
Put one more fragrance up.
Well, let's
there
do
for the
this.
fall.
Let's do a couple more
do a
dark,
couple more,
since
yeah.
we did a lot of citrus.
How many more can we do? Do
like 2 more.
2 more. Okay.
Two
cool.
more. Azaro Wanted by Night, another fragrance.
Yeah.
Azaro Wanted by Night, honey, leather, all these different. This right here will last a long time.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's about $50, $50 or less. You can find it like this. So this is another winter scent that you want to wear that when it get colder. So Azaro Wanted by Night.
You like that one?
I've heard it, never smelled it, but I'm a spice bomb.
Smell it.
I have done some spice bombs.
Let's run through them. So let's not linger. Let's let run for the time. Another cheapie, Bentley Intense. Another honey coffee scent that you can get online for cheap, or you can find it at Burlington or at Ross or anything like that.
Okay.
All right. Spice Bomb Intense, Paco
Yes.
Rabanne. Victor and
I
Roth.
got that at the house.
Now, this is the House of Flower Bomb for the ladies, Victor and Roth.
Yep.
But for the men, Spice Bomb Intense. Spicy,
That's good. That's a very good fall joint.
very good fall.
Very.
And what it looks like a grenade.
Yep.
It's like, oh, let me do this. I know I already sprayed something on, but I love it. Oh, smell that.
You
Oh.
see, that's like a sneakerhead, Ma. He done bust twice. He like a sneakerhead.
I'm going to put 2 more up for the sake of time.
Not the Ford.
So Tom Ford, the more high end. I did high end.
There we go.
I did. These are all within
That's $1,000.
the regular budget, but Tom Ford, you all know Tom Ford just
Let me smell that.
so
That's the vanilla?
ombre leather. Ombre leather. Oh my God. You fuck
In
with
the
this?
fall and winter time.
Fall and winter time. Ombre leather.
Look at that. Look at the fake. Look.
Ombre
Your
leather.
facial expression is very serious when you say that.
This is serious business, brother.
Yeah.
Give it here.
This is very serious.
This is, you said fall and winter time.
Yeah.
Tom Ford. Not that we promoting the brand, but we promoting the sense that Tom Ford. Go ahead, I'm listening.
So that's one of Tom. That and Tuscan leather, ombre leather and Tuscan leather. You can. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck around if you want to and go around.
Fuck around.
Fuck around if you want to.
Fuck around with the fuck around.
Ombre leather. Last but not least, because I think we
Yeah.
ran through these pretty good. I think we made our point tonight. Last but not least, Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tobacco smoky scent. Now I wear this scent when I go to the cigar bar.
man. Yes.
So I'm around. So we haven't gotten it. Yep.
You got to slide on over
Yeah.
to that one, though.
Right. So
Guess not.
I mean, the scent game is so crazy. When I'm going around men, I'm gonna wear something, especially cigar bar. I'm gonna wear something like that.
That's gonna cut it. That's gonna cut
Right,
through that smoke.
it's gonna cut through. So you already
Really?
Yeah, because it
cigar
blends
bar.
in. It smells
Right.
like cigar smoke.
Tom Ford tobacco vanille. I mean, I don't just. That's what I
It
will wear to the
does.
cigar bar.
I wouldn't wear this shit though.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go to a
It's not
cigar,
for me.
but
Right.
what I'm saying, if you go to a cigar bar, you would put that on just to break the scent.
Right.
Even
Coach might wear that.
even if
Yeah.
that's a coat scent.
You want to smell
Right.
it?
Yeah, man.
So yep.
It's vanilla. You do smell the vanilla.
Yeah, you got the vanilla. You got
And
the
the
tobacco.
tobacco.
I mean, this is manly of men right here.
Because
That Nombre leather. These are men's fragrances right here. Tom Ford tobacco vanille, Tom Ford ombre leather. All of these scents are just
perfect.
masculine.
Yeah.
Masculine for the fall. You would not go wrong.
at all.
You would
I'm
not
a
go
spice
wrong.
bomb in the fall.
Yeah.
My favorite out of these is
the brick.
the big bottle,
Yeah.
the big baby right there.
Because you know what's
1
crazy
million.
The 1 million.
is it was one.
Damn.
I can't think of it.
What?
It was one scent. I can't think of the fragrance though.
We gotta do a part 2.
I'm more than happy.
We gotta do a part 2.
So see how the audience enjoy it. I'm pretty sure they'll find some value in what we talked about tonight.
Yeah.
Just because what I found in my journey of just starting this cologne thing, my love for it, is that people appreciate when you recommend some things that people like to smell good, they like to look good. Our job is, once you put on that suit, or once you put on that linen, whatever you're wearing, even if you're wearing gym clothes, you should not leave the house without smelling like a scent.
Yeah.
You should if you're going to the grocery store, you're just taking a quick run,
Something.
you should smell good.
My recommendation to you is when you start this vlog series, and it's not begging, but tell them to tip you. Tell them to hit you with, I don't know if you got Cash App, I don't know if you got Zelle, whatever. Tell them to tip you throughout your talking. Because the thing about it is, you're giving valuable advice. Valuable advice. You've given us you've given me valuable advice just along with you.
Mm-hmm.
You've given me valuable advice. I didn't know that you knew about the cologne game like this very much.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe this might have been a boring topic for you.
No, I was
But
ready.
He came right in.
This-
He came right in.
You two educated. You, of course, educated me. I mean, we go way back. You've educated me also. And it shows me a different side of you.
Of myself.
Pause. You know what I'm saying?
I'm eclectic.
Yeah. It shows me a different side of you that I didn't know. But it also, going back to you, shows me the new and different side of you and how serious you are with it. Because the thing about it is, I didn't bring you on here just to bullshit you and talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to be educated about colognes.
We came
I have
prepared,
a child. I have a son. Son is getting text. Son is getting sent photographs. Son is going
getting
into
box-
high school
The girls
You
on
getting
them.
box pictures?
with girls.
Oh, shit.
And the thing about it is, the son is into fragrances because mine is dwindling when it comes to fragrances. The
'Cause
sprays are dwindling down.
Guess what them little girls telling him? You know what they telling him?
What they telling?
He's smelling good.
Right.
And you
he's
teach him how to
looking
put on a
good.
rubber?
Huh?
You teach him how to put on a rubber?
Yes, I have. I have.
I say that
And I'm still teaching
jokingly.
them. And the thing about it is, we have to do this in our community because at times in our community and delegation, we don't teach our kids these things.
Mm-hmm.
We don't teach our kids, we don't teach our sons fragrance smells so they learn from elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you are doing a very great service by doing such, by you starting your vlog series, and you got to be consistent.
Well,
let me finish real quick. And I'm going to tell you this. I've been at this for 9 years with this podcast. I ain't made a dime from it at all. Others have made a dime from their podcast. I'm not coming from a rap career. I'm not coming from this career, segueing over to podcast. I come from loving podcasts to actually doing podcasts. So I'm going to tell you, when you start your vlog series, you can't stop because you think somebody's not listening. I'm going to give you that advice. Just like I told you was your comedic jokes, don't stop the comedy. You still funny, you still comedic no matter what. When you do this and you pursue this, continue it regardless of whether you got one person that's commenting or you got 10 or you got 25, 30, saying whatever, buying in. Whether they send you $1 or whether they send you 10, whether they send you 100, whether they send you whatever. Consistency is the key. When you start this vlog series, and I'm hoping that you start it very soon, like this month, you got to educate the brothers and educate our delegation because they can look at this shit from not now, but 50 years from now, when you dead and gone, they'll look back at your episodes and be like, nigga, this nigga was talking that shit about colognes. That cologne right there, the one with that white cologne, that white bottle cologne.
Muscle therapy.
That shit's still lingering right now.
That's serious.
You're doing me a helpful with this podcast by doing this and talking about this. So I'm just saying, I'm very sincere about it. I appreciate you. I love you. You're my brother. You are my brother. We've been knowing each other for
over
years.
Over 30 years, brother.
Yeah, over 30 years. We've been knowing each other for 30 years. We both still got a little hair left. You got more hair than I got left. I got my hair still here. But I'm saying, hey, be consistent when with your vlog. Don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about clicks. Don't worry about anything at all. Worry about consistency. Because you keep educating the masses about that. You keep educating the people about Chris. What's his name again?
Chris Collins.
You keep educating about Chris Collins. Chris Collins gonna come around and say, "Look, hey, I need you to come do a influencer branding deal." You keep talking about that shit on TikTok, and keep talking about his smells and shit, and whatever the results of that, whether how much pussy you got or whether whatever, nigga, that money gonna flow right back to you. Your ass gonna be like these other niggas, these bitches doing OnlyFans, and they don't want to work at McDonald's no more. They don't want to work at Burger King no more. They don't want to work at Home Depot no more. They want to go do OnlyFans and sell fart jobs.
Hey,
Saw that?
Yeah, bitch said she make $50,000 selling farts.
50,000.
50,000.
I watched it.
I did too. She sells farts through a camera
For 50 G's.
to men or whoever,
She
and she
needs-
makes 50 what?
$50,000 a year. She made 50 G's last year just on farts.
On farts.
She said they have requests. The crazy request was the tight jeans one.
Yeah.
He said he wanted her to wear tight jeans so her ass could be squeezed together. He wanted to hear the fart struggle out of her ass.
oh my God.
This world is
So you tell
What
me,
kind of
hey,
world
look,
we live in?
a toilet, nigga.
Oh my God.
The world a toilet.
the world is a what?
Toilet.
And with that being said, I need to do a part 2 of this. Bring
Yeah, with the
young
guys.
Lady, with the guys.
guys, word
Bring
up.
the young lady. If she wants, we can have another young lady here, whatever. But
Well,
bring the young lady so she can talk about perfumes. Because I want to get into
Yeah, because
and
I
hear
want
about that. Not that I want to wear it.
Keisha good smell.
We got women in our lives.
Oh, yeah, I want her to get a smell.
I got a wife. He has a wife.
Yeah.
Another
And you want women that want to know what to buy for their guys.
Pretty
For the-
much,
for-
yeah.
for the-
Yeah, so-
not just their significant others, but they got uncles, they got dads,
Yeah.
they got,
Aunties, moms.
auntie, yeah. So, to your point, hey, bro, I'm glad to be here tonight. I'm glad that I was able to express myself to you brothers. I appreciate the invite. You know,
No doubt.
I mean, this is something I love. It's not a day of work for me.
I see.
I
I
already-
see it.
I already
Yeah,
can
work.
tell, B.
I can tell.
I already can tell.
I'm a believer. When you brought out when you brought out these colognes, and you said notes this, and this and that, nigga. Hey,
It's all about, again, let me reiterate before we close out. It's not always about how you look. It's about how you smell. And let me say something about how you smell. So you have situations. It is not, I know you like to talk about pussy and sexual stuff.
Pussy!
Let me tell you, no, it goes deeper than that. It's that when you meet someone, especially if you're doing a business deal,
Yep.
you're meeting someone new. They're gonna always not just look out first impression how you look. They're gonna remember how you smell, and you'll have people invading your space because they love how you smell. Yeah. So it's sort of like, if I can equate it to like a trance, if you will, that they're engulfed in your space.
Yep.
I mean, I've had situations where, you know how you spit bars about conversation, and then the conversation should end at a certain point, and they'll just stand there and just watch you, and you like, I thought this conversation was over. But you feel compelled to have a further conversation. They're just standing there. My philosophy and my observation is they probably just want to be in your scent bubble.
right.
They want to be in your scent bubble. And they love people who look good, but they also love people that smell good. And smelling good should be first and foremost for you. But then you should offer, when we walk into a room, that pleasantry, that artistry about who you are and what you value, and how you smell is what you value. Just like we say, hey, take a shower. To your point about teaching kids, get your ass in the bathtub, get your ass in the shower, and then you put on your accessories. About cleanliness, about hygiene. That, if we wanted to go deeper, and we'll go deeper in hygiene, it'd be surprising how you got to teach people about hygiene.
Hit it!
About, hygiene. Breath, body odor. It's an art that we have to teach our generation about how you present yourself. Like, we got people who just stepping outside in their pajamas, nasty out the bed. No, we don't do that.
Right.
We classy people. We gonna put on some clothes, some decent clothes, and we gonna smell good when we go to the grocery store, when we go to the wherever, school. We got to teach our kids to do that. Yep. And it's an art form, and that's as men and adults. That's why I'm happy to come on here to influence. If I can influence anybody to live that life, Fragrance Life is where it's at.
Fragrance Life is where it's at.
Title.
That's the title. Fragrance Life is where it's at. Yeah. With that being said, there's nothing else left to say. Be able to take us out.
Smell good.
Hit it! Reachable Ignorance Podcast. Anywhere where you hear podcasts at. SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, Facebook Live, and YouTube, Instagram. Yes, we are there. Reasonable Ignorance Podcast. Bombs!
It's just so if I got to pee so bad.